Welcome back, everybody. Our second session in 2023. Look at us go.
No one's died yet, so we're on a good streak.
Yep. It's gonna. The year's looking up. All right. So. Last time, you were being chased aboard one of the stolen ships from the prison. Or two of them, I should say. Actually, no, it was 2 sessions ago you had both of them, but you sent one of them away as a decoy to get a little bit further. Which, last session, the battle with the dragon began. The dragon implementing its kind of affecting its sandstorm that it was supernaturally controlling around you. The fight did not last very long. You guys were able to cast banishment on it and send the dragon to a harmless demi-plane for just enough time, allowing you guys to land and disappear.
Some important points. The dragon is the warden.
The dragon is the warden. It is
I wish I had figured that out before I decided to disguise myself as the warden.
Oh, it was
that
so
was
awesome
stupid.
though. That was just epic.
The dragon did spend a moment toying with you, trying to figure out what you were up to. And yes, the blue dragon, I believe you guys did learn her full name at some point. It is Emirianith. She is an adult blue dragon who has been running the prison for quite some time. And she is apparently...
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I said she very much doesn't work for Soul Forger. That was apparently a very offensive comment. I have that written down.
Yep. I don't know what we said that made her think that.
You actually said that she worked for Soul Forger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did.
When you were parading as her. She got really offended by that. That's why I wrote it down.
I misspoke. That was not my intent to say that.
I believe you guys misread the tone of the letter that Soulforger wrote to her.
It was, I think that's where it came from, because the note was talking about like, oh, here's all the things that happened. And I think we interpreted it as, kind of like a more of an authority figure saying, here's what's going on, where it was more of like, hey, FYI type thing. Something that you would if anything, I think Soul Forger works for her, but not quite as a direct line.
I think it was more of Soulforger sees himself as her peer, and she is offended by that.
Ah. Okay, yeah, I could definitely have made that mistake. Thinking that they were peers reporting up to some higher authority.
So we found out in that letter also that they have our magic, or they took all of our magical items to go to the Great Forge, and then they took the bag that had the portal to Mr. Prince into the Great Tower.
Which gives us several things to try to pursue. We could try to get our own stuff back. We could try to get Prince's portal back.
Yes, so you guys you contacted Mr. Prince. You discovered that another portal exists within Thalassa, and that there is an emissary similar to Mr. Prince in Akaranath, who told you that he was trying to defend himself, that he was under attack of some sort. Well, that was unclear.
Yeah, he's in the library, right? At least, and maybe I misinterpreted this. So from what I understood, they had made their way into the library, and he was under attack. and we were trying to get to the library through these portals.
Correct. The enemy are in the library, but it was unclear to you as to how long Mr. Prince had. Romney contacted Strondig from the Traders Guild, who promised you guys passage as well as meeting you. And then you arrived at Torevir Deep. You were heralded as the heroes of the city. You met with the elders, who promised you assistance of some type. You asked for magical items, passage to Austranium. At which point you guys went to the Twisted Fiddle, met with Strondig, who promised you magical items and passage to Thalassa. All right. So, you guys are at the Twisted Fiddle.
Also, Aiden took the ship. We didn't have the ship. Aiden
It is unclear what happened to the ship. Aiden,
We left it, so
you
it's
guys
gone.
did jump off of it, and Aiden flew away.
So we need to get back in touch with him and tell him to get our ship back, because we went to a lot of trouble to get that
Romney
ship.
has sending, right? Romney.
I do.
I mean, you can just ask him. Hey, you alive?
Oh, if we're at the Twisted Fiddle, I'm turbo blasted right now, though.
You can still send a message, even though you're turbo blasted.
Good.
Yeah, I mean,
could.
you can totally talk while you're drunk. I do it all the time.
All right, you want me to talk to Aiden? Is that who I'm sending a message to?
Yeah,
I
we
don't
just
give
want
a
to make sure he's alive.
All right. I send a message to Aiden.
Want to find that out, and I mean, he helped us get out, so
If he needs help, he should let it. Like, yeah, does he need help?
of course, would have been stronger help if we hadn't bailed on him.
I said we shouldn't leave him alone. You guys are the one that said that he wants to make the sacrifice and to let him to make the sacrifice.
I mean, I don't know how old Genasi's get, but he's a grown man, right? To make his own decisions.
Yeah, I think we can assume.
I mean, that's cool.
All right. Would you guys like to send a message to Aiden?
Yeah, I'll send a message, Aiden.
Should we prep the message because Romney might
Hell
not
no, I'm
keep it
drunk.
under 25 words?
You guys said it, and Romney's just gonna
Hell.
like from the hip, just.
Yeah, no,
Hey,
I'm-
bud, what's up?
Hey,
Someone was like, we should
um,
contact Aiden, and I just I dial into the fucking network. Yo, dog, you good?
Is
Did
that
you
it?
make it out?
Oh, okay.
Where are you going? Well, we're at the Twisted Fiddle getting drunk, and I think we're going to. And at some point, it goes out.
this is why we need to prep.
I don't know. You
Who
kind of
needs
got
prep?
all the important questions.
Who needs prep?
All right. So Aiden would respond, saying, "I'm all right. Made it to Austranium. If you get here, come find me at, or no, contact. Shit, I gotta write down this. Where is it? Contact Racinic Claylock in Austranium.
Can you put that in the chat, just so I'm gonna forget that completely.
Aiden said he was in Australia. He said something about rat ass Klosnick. Talk to him when we get there.
Why would we want to go to Austranium?
I don't know. He said meet up.
You do
Maybe he found a
eventually
good
need to
place.
kill Soul Forger. Like that needs to happen.
I mean, didn't you guys tell him that your whole plan was to go to Austranium and do all these things?
Yeah, exactly. We just wanted to regroup.
That's the
what-
name. It is Racinic Claylock.
Racinic Claylock.
I mean, the Australian army needs to be stopped. It cannot continue its activities. B, Soul
Just the
Forger
clowns
needs to
try to do
die.
that.
What?
And I said, we are just the clowns to try to do that. To
Yes.
stop the Austrinium army.
Yes.
Okay. Just clearing that up, making sure we're all on the same page there. Stopping an
Yeah.
army,
Yeah, why not?
which has overrun the dwarves of Torevir and all of that.
We are the heroes of Torevir Deep because we helped save the city from the Australian army. So obviously, if anybody is going to, continue to defeat this Australian army, it would be us. I mean, look at you saw the statue.
We are, in fact, wonderful, awesome people.
Just as a note, Romney has started a background drinking game with himself to take a shot anytime anybody mentions the heroes of Torevir Deep.
As you're doing that, you see a trio of dwarves walk up to your table, very drunk. And one of them kind of slurs, "Are you the heroes of Torevir Deep?"
I slam another one.
And he's just kind of like looking at you like,
Yeah, one eye crossed, the other one kind of bouncing back.
yeah,
and
the other
forth.
two dwarves also like just unbelievably drunk, like swaying as they're just like waiting for you to respond.
Are they speaking to me directly?
No, they're just like to your party, to your table.
I'm just looking around, pouring another one.
Are we?
We are.
Should we be?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes. Did you not see the statue?
Yeah.
I don't know. So I was gonna, hey, the heroes, and he kind of starts like slurring on you guys. He spills his drink a little bit, and then he waves.
Can I dodge out of the
No,
way so
no
it doesn't
throwing
get
up.
on me?
Don't throw up on the people.
All right, sure. Go ahead and make a dex save or something, or I don't know. Yeah. All right, yeah. You kind of just like slide to one side, and a little bit of beer slaps across the table right in front.
Do you need help getting home?
Nah, I got these two. And the two of them are both like swaying and just incredibly drunk, just watching you. He continues, get drinks on me, around to the table. And the bartender comes over and sets some beer down for her. He's like, I was wondering, and he pulls out of his pocket a little bit of parchment and puts it on the table. And he's like, signatures, Torevir Deep.
Anybody have pen and ink?
I mean, you guys probably have
Dimitri.
anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do, right? I think.
Dimitri, I mean.
Yeah, Depatari definitely has pen and ink.
Absolutely. Would you like it in blood or? I'm kidding. So yeah, all right, regular ink.
Whoa.
Who's first?
I like your idea of blood. I'm gonna take your little quill. I'm gonna stab myself and sign it in my like really black inky blood.
Jesus.
I don't think it's supposed to look like that.
My blood always looks like that.
It's Venus. Arterial is the one that's blue. No, red.
Well-
Maybe more water or something.
Yeah,
Take deep breaths.
he kind of gives you a squinting look where it's like you can tell he's like, what is wrong with this person? But-
Hero, rah.
Heroes, yeah, not gonna question him. And as soon as you guys have finished signing, he picks up the parchment and shows it to the other three dwarves, and the three of them are like happy, and they kind of saunter off to a different table.
Wait, they just wanted the one signature?
Oh,
Not
I
everyone.
mean, yeah, they want all of your signatures.
Oh, I definitely don't sign
Yeah,
it.
everyone
I'm not a
signs.
hero.
Oh,
Romney
Did-
does not sign.
oh, I mean, yeah, Romney wasn't
You
there. Come on.
shouldn't.
Yeah, you're not. Come on.
You're not
I'm just a
Onyx.
clown. I'm just a clown.
Briar,
Sort of
will
what
you
you-
do the cat picture for Onyx, the one that you drew on his back? We still should
Ooh,
like honor
100%.
him.
Yeah, I'll do it, and I'll put like a little X's over his eyes, and then like
Rip.
R.I.P. above it. You know?
Okay. But yeah, as soon as you finish drawing, putting your signatures down and drawing the little cat picture with X's over the eyes and the RIP, They saunter over to their table looking quite pleased with themselves and excessively intoxicated. It is at this point, as you guys were putting the signatures down on the paper, that you realize that Snow is not there.
Damn, what happened to Catboy?
Did he go back to the mansion?
None of you saw him depart.
Romney, you still got one of those sendings for Snow? Did he get kidnapped?
He's probably fine.
He normally says something before he just leaves, though.
Can I look for signs? Like, I mean, he smells and he's kind of sticky. Can I look for signs?
Snow? I mean, he's pretty
Yeah.
clean.
What are you talking about? He has a bad days.
I mean, he's clean for a cat.
He's a cat.
Alright, well, can I look for
think I
signs
would
of
have
him
noticed
sneaking
if
out,
my
like footprints?
spotter
Oh,
disappeared. We're where is it? Where did that go?
14, there is no sign of him. He's just one moment that he was there, maybe? You're not really sure. The next, he was just not there anymore. There's no signs of him, you know. It doesn't look like someone grabbed him or anything. It's just, you know, an empty seat at the table. There's nothing there. His drink is gone. And that's about it.
Okay.
Shit, the loss of Onyx probably must have hit him hard after he saw the statue.
The statue
You're
did
right.
prominently feature a majestic-looking onyx.
you're right. Maybe he just needs some time.
And it's definitely because I don't have, not because I don't have spell slots to talk to him. I just don't want to right now. You know, it's fine.
I mean, he probably should be left alone. I mean, obviously he chose that. Didn't want anyone to know he left. If he's not back by, dark, then we can really start to worry.
I mean, he knows where the estate is, so, I mean, obviously we're gonna sleep there, so.
Right. We really need to get Onyx his stuff. We just need to get his stuff back. This has hit everyone pretty hard, I think.
Sorry, because I don't remember. How long do we have in the city before the transportation is ready?
It was not clear. I don't think they told you.
Oh,
At least
shit.
A couple days at least.
I forgot there was one more thing that I meant to ask for Strondig. Shouldn't be too hard for him to get. I need 2 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces a pop.
Right.
Forgot diamonds. Need diamonds.
Okay, so if we have at least a couple days, we would have enough time to go and look for Onyx's body at least, right?
Probably.
I think we should do that.
Are you sending to Strondig to tell him for the 300?
I thought he was drinking with us. He's right there.
Sure. Yeah, he didn't leave.
Yeah. Don't forget the diamonds, right, bud?
All right, I won't forget the diamonds. Also, those magic items you guys wanted, I'll work something out. Should be ready for tomorrow if you'd like. The deep mages, well, they owe us quite a bit these days. So, if you just head over there and tell them that I sent you, we can work this one out. I should have them ready for you.
Where are the deep mages?
Should be just down a level, I think. We're on the 3rd level, right? Or are we on the 2nd? I can never remember. We are on the 2nd level, so down 1 level, yes. The deep mages, yes, you can find the deep mages Terevarium is the name of their little building down there.
What time of day is it right now?
Midday.
I'm definitely out of spell slots, by the way.
I mean, we can just hang out here and then maybe go back to the mansion. We haven't checked out the mansion. It's on the second level as well. So, you know, once everybody, you know, gets their fill, I might do a poetry reading or two. Just, you know, if people are paying attention to me now, I want to do that.
You guys definitely turn heads more than you've ever done so before. People are paying attention to you. People are friendly to you. Specifically, Asriel would notice that it feels really weird that people smile at her more now.
I like it, though. It's nice. Yeah, I want to read an elven ballad about, like, I don't know, some type of epic ancient war.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a performance check with advantage. Are you reading it in... Are you translating it to Dwarvish, or are you reading it in Elven?
To Dwarvish, so
Okay.
because I don't think anyone here actually speaks Elven, and I want them to appreciate it.
Okay. All right. So as the rest of you are enjoying your time at the Twisted Fiddle Tavern, an elven ballad translated to Dwarvish. She begins kind of singing, reciting it in front of the room. A lot of people pay attention and enjoy your performance. Turn a few heads, a few people's conversations stop. They kind of listen to you as you're doing it. And by the end of it, as you finish, you have gotten the attention of most of the Twisted Fiddle. And once you finish the performance, a round of applause and people whistling and thanking you for your performance.
This is nice. I like this. People are never this nice to me.
I mean, you did save the city, sort of, so, you know, we owe you a little bit. At least some courtesy. Now, I don't know if you've told anyone yet, but what happened to the other one? There were 6 of you originally, and you've replaced the other cat with this fella. He kind of gestures, slaps...
No. He's not replaced. That's absolutely not what this is.
Pardon my language. Yep.
Onyx will always be in our hearts, and we might bring him back.
So he perished, I hear. My apologies for insinuating anything else.
But in regards to the other friend that I think you're about to refer to, I think he needed some time by himself. We're kind of a lot to handle, so I can imagine he needs a break every now and then.
Well, it's again terribly sorry to hear about his passing and all that, but we appreciate your assistance nonetheless. So, as you guys are spending your time at the Twisted Fiddle, is there anything else you guys would like to do? Or afterwards, after probably a few hours have passed, would you guys like to head to Golden Rock Manse?
I want to ask about the refugees, because I know, you know, they kind of stopped taking in refugees because of the attack. how are the refugees doing down on the lower levels?
Strondig just kind of, well, we opened up a little bit more business down there. We've been sending a lot more food. With the surface, we've kind of pressed them back to the river, reclaimed a lot of farmland and other such things, and reopened some of our trade lanes from the south. So overall, the city's doing pretty good right now, actually.
Are you taking in more refugees?
There aren't that many these days. I think anyone who got out, who could get out, got out. There's not really anyone else. A few handfuls that managed to sneak past the enemy, but otherwise the front lines are static. Not as many people are getting displaced these days. And anyone who is getting displaced is heading further south. This city's already proven itself to be less than safe.
Are they reporting any, like body pileups like they had been in the past, where they just have random deaths?
Not that I've heard. You'd have to talk to the guards. Traders Guild, we don't really deal with stuff like that.
What about the fortune hunters? They still around on the 3rd level?
They're still around, doing what they do. Business is a little slow these days. I think they've been sending a lot of their bounties and payments and stuff to some of their guild halls in the other cities, just due to, current events. A little less than safe here, again.
You think we should check into Veed? I mean, at some point.
Oh, definitely. Need to make sure my dues are paid up. All of that.
They might also have, if we're going to Therasteris, they might have some work there too we could pick up.
Good, yes. That'll help pay for transit and so forth. So yeah, let's definitely stop in at the guild hall and I want to talk to my what's his face, guild guy. I've lost track of his name. My contact handler.
Yeah, I don't remember. I'd have to go back away and look who your handler was.
You mean Brahmas Stormforge?
That's it, right there.
DM notes. There to save you.
Well, yeah, but I don't always want to ask you. I know it's in my notes, my thick page of notes somewhere in here.
DM notes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But yeah, we should talk to him, see if they have any work in Therasteris while we're there. Because once we get Mr. Prince out, if we're in the city, why not? There's always, taking down wicked people. Why not do it all in one swoop?
And it may even be that that gives us cover. If somebody should ask who doesn't need to know, we can say, "Oh, we're on."
Yeah, that's a good point.
We're on business.
Anything else happening in the city that's in the last couple weeks since the army was taken down?
Some of the refugees got shifted around, moved around a couple levels. From what I understood, a great number of the tunnels around the cities were closed off. They destroyed quite a few access points into the city, making the lower levels, as far as those going towards the Underdark, much less accessible. A lot of people have been hired, joined up as far as the military goes. The city guard are training a great number of people. Lots of patriotism, that sort of thing. Not a lot of money in it though, so I'm not gonna participate.
Yeah, not for adventurers. It's for the grunts.
Right. The make the refugees do their part, that sort of thing. But not a lot. Not as much that I hear about. I've heard there are some things going on, as far as the guild masters and stuff.
Nice.
The deep mages are up to something. Who knows these days? But yes, go talk to those guys tomorrow and see about getting your items from them. I will work out travel arrangements. Should be soonish. Don't go too far. Once it's ready, I think you'll want to get going.
Yeah, well, no, we're in town and just waiting to get everything together. So if you get something arranged, we're good to go.
Perfect. All right. Well, I'll get going, and I'll let you head off. Before we get too drunk, It's still lots of evening ahead of us.
You guys want to head back to the estate?
So yes, would you guys like to head to the estate, or would you like to go visit Brahmas and the fortune hunters, or would you like to go to the deep mages, or would you guys like to go somewhere else?
Didn't we save the deep mages for tomorrow when they have our stuff?
Sure. I mean, you can do that. You can go talk to them now and make sure. It's up to you guys.
So, just for
Oh.
level... Oh, sorry, go ahead, Jim.
Yeah, I was going to say, Javid's preference is going to be to go to fortune hunters, check in at the club and with,
So the fortune hunters and the deep mages are on the same level.
And the estate's on the level we're on, right?
Correct. You guys are
Okay.
on the level of your Golden Rock Mans.
And it's like 9 o'clock or something, you said? Or is it earlier, like
Probably
5?
earlier. It's like 5 or 6.
Okay.
A lot of evening ahead of you.
Okay. So yeah, I guess we could go down to the 3rd level. I mean, because the estate, like once we get there, right, we can just like sleep and bathe and stuff.
right, yeah, I assume that once we get there, we're going to be checked in for the evening.
Yeah, I mean, we could totally go check out the fortune hunters. They might have some brawling. That'd be nice. Haven't fought in a while.
It was more of the club downstairs, right?
No, there's fighting in the fortune hunters.
Yeah. They
You're
had...
thinking of the big battle arena thing on the 6th
Yeah,
level.
Remember
There's a
last
duel.
time? Yeah, you could just duel, right? You could just
There's a
ask anyone.
fisticuffs dueling pit
Yeah.
in the fortune hunters.
And then
Okay.
Briar, you wanna try fisticuffing? We could do tag team.
I think that sounds awesome. We should do it. Are there like cage matches?
And it's normally just open. Like pretty much the crowd just kind of moves away and then we fight.
Oh man, back home, they used to put like these big metal things up, and then we would like climb on top of them and jump, and like it was great.
Oh, we have to go to your home sometime. You gotta show me.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, I feel like it takes a lot of effort to get metal here, so they might not want to waste it, but we should definitely do that when we go to your home.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are heading to... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would like to watch that shit show and make sure that one of them doesn't actually get mad and try to kill the other.
No, we're gonna team together. We're gonna be
Oh,
together, and we're gonna fight against 2 other people.
okay, I
Tag
thought this
team.
was PvP. Okay, all right, got
No,
you.
no, no, no,
Yeah.
no. Tag team. We fight other people together.
Okay, then definitely going.
So, I have no idea what the fortune hunters are. Therefore, I'm just gonna stay and drink with Strong Big.
No. You gotta come meet fortune hunters. Like they're awesome people, and they're kind of they give lots of good jobs, and they have alcohol too.
Yeah,
Get to sign
but
up. For
Yeah.
payout.
You make more gold if you take if you're a member.
definitely not signing up for that.
No, you're back.
He's not. No, he's not there.
Well, she's always
Hey, Chris, what was that spotter arrangement you and I had? Was that in this game or was that the Pathfinder?
Can you hear, Chris?
I can't hear you. Still bad. Okay. So, those of you, with the exception of obviously Snow, who is long gone, and Romney, who's staying behind to drink with Strondig, the rest of you head
There
toward
we go.
The Fortune Hunter's office. And as you round the corner on the city streets, it is still quite. The city is heavily disrupted by, especially at these lower levels, as you guys kind of go down further. You can tell there's a lot of damage, burned out buildings and other things. There's engineers kind of going all over the place, moving stone and things, trying to rebuild. But you can tell as you go further and further down that there's still a lot of damage. And
Oh, we
as
don't have
you
to go very far down. Fortune hunters are on 3, right?
right, yeah, I mean you've gone down 3 levels out of 7. So as you go down further and further, you can tell there's more and more damage. And as you round the corner at the Fortune Hunters onto the street where you know the Fortune Hunters offices are, you can tell that the building is destroyed. It does not, almost really doesn't exist anymore. It is a pile of rubble and soot, burned out wood. You can tell, as there are a few people kind of milling around it, that there is some kind of a presence here, but it is nothing like what you recall prior to the battle for Torevir Deep.
Does it look like it was like dragon fire that took it out?
Something, but it was definitely destroyed.
Do we see anyone we recognize from the Fortune Hunters Guild?
As you approach, you do recognize a couple of the faces who are kind of milling around about it as other members of the Fortune Hunter. You kind of get closer, and you kind of like are stepping over rubble that still hasn't been quite picked up yet. And you find yourselves picking through what was once the tap hall of the Fortune Hunters building. You arrive at a door that's kind of open, and you can see kind of in the back, it isn't quite as destroyed. There's a few of the offices that kind of remain, some of the alcoves. And as you get closer, there's a shout, and a little dwarf kind of crawls out of one of the little destroyed offices, and it's Brahma Stormforge. Aye, welcome back. I heard you were in town. There was quite a kerfuffle down here.
I'll say, what happened?
Me and a couple of the other guys got in a fight with a fire giant, and, well, I guess he didn't take too kindly to it, and he kind of blew up the building. Haven't gotten it fixed yet, unfortunately.
The insurance is covering it, though, right?
Aye, but not quickly. The city is, they had to start with the critical repairs, this kind of things that, holding up the upper levels, making sure the whole city doesn't collapse, that sort of thing. And now they're kind of working their way down the priority as far as importance, wealth, that sort of thing. It'll be a while before the lowest levels even notice that the city's being repaired. We're kind of, 3 tiers down the list, if you catch my drift. But welcome back. I thought you were dead.
Yeah, we thought we might have been dead too as well, but we managed not to be, thank goodness. And we're back for a bit before we go adventuring again, and sort of hoping in the process of checking in to see if there were game afoot, that sort of thing.
And fortunately, due to the, not having a building anymore, not quite as many jobs going in and out here. I've heard, been in contact a little bit with some of the people from the other guild halls. There's some stuff going on outside the city if you're interested in heading to other places, but not as much here right now.
About
Well, yeah, actually,
You
Thalassa,
mean in Thalassa?
Oh, Thrath. Yeah.
I did hear there was a, what is it, one of their patriarchs or whatever they're called in the city, some kind of special guard duty thing. But that's all I heard about. You'd have to go talk to somebody there. A bit far away, too.
All right. And we would know, or Javid would in particular, about how to look up the guild hall in another city.
Yeah, you probably know, at least vaguely, like the guild halls in the various cities.
As far as
You also know that the fortune hunters are like wealthy enough and famous enough that, like, if you say, I'm here to go to the fortune hunters, someone knows the way. They're like, oh yeah, that's over on Market Street or something.
And there aren't any places that where the fortune hunters have to be hush hush to say, you didn't hear it from me, but
no, they operate pretty openly everywhere they go.
Above board. Mm-hmm. All right.
They pay a lot of taxes. They got a lot of lawyers who deal with tax law on staff.
That's important, and some of those taxes are simply advance payments to personages. So I'm sure that they're getting their fair share of the proceeds and dividends.
Yeah, they make a lot of money, the fortune hunters.
Especially for people who need them. The fortune hunters need to be in good graces of.
I have a question because I'm trying to remember. So the transportation that we had, is it taking us straight to Thrathras or Thrathra, or are we going to Tidesgate first?
Pretty much everything has to go through Tidesgate first.
Okay, so is there a fortune hunter office in Tidesgate as well?
Yeah, there is.
Okay. So we could also look up work out of there.
Yep. Ramus kind of just gestures around in the rubble of the building. Apologies, there's not anything else I can offer you. We're all booked up at the moment. But good luck out there, and your assistance, obviously, very much so appreciated.
Right, yeah. And once you get back from this job, we'll check in and see what else can be done to improve the fortunes of the fortune hunters here.
I appreciate that. But hopefully by the time you return from wherever it is you're headed, we'll have a working building again.
That'll be good. That's important.
Indeed. Farewell. And he kind of stumbles off across the rubble into a different part of the building. Where are you guys going now?
So so the magic weapons that were requested, those weren't really relevant to me, right? They were like David and Snow were the ones that we wanted the magic weapons for, right?
Snow already has a magic weapon.
Oh, was it just David?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And we also asked for goggles so we could see.
Oh yeah. Okay,
I
so
think my message was a blanket statement of anything useful that you could do for us.
being the rebel, so I don't know if everyone else wants to go to the deep mages or not, but just seeing this type of rebel on the I want to go down and check on the 6th level and my neighbors down there.
Alright. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Well, I thought seeing the deep mages was next. I mean, whose bag was that? Ed. Dimitari?
Bag?
Skill set. You're a mage, you should probably talk to the mages.
Oh, right. Yeah, I talk to mages all the time. Seems like something I should be doing. Ooh.
I don't know that
think
you
I'd
talk to
rather
the deep
be-
mages. I don't know that you've ever talked to them.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
Yeah.
Because I sit by myself in a room full of dead people. I'd rather go to the morgue. You know, I think I'm more comfortable there.
Okay. So, who's going to the deep mages?
I mean, I'll go, but I really don't want. It's just I don't want to talk to them. You know, like, what if they ask me what I do and they're super judgmental?
I mean, you don't have to go. You can go to the morgue. I mean, Javid can go and talk to the mages, and Romney, he's off drinking right now, and Snow snuck away. So, I mean, Javid and Briar can go, and you can go and do your own thing too.
Yeah, I was gonna see if I could, like, just check in and be in my comfort zone for a minute. That would be nice.
Check in with Morgan, make sure the corpses are okay.
To check in, make sure the corpses are in fact dead, and possibly make them undead. Who knows? We'll see. Of course, I'm gonna ask Briar for some sort of goodie so I can bring it to my buddy before I leave.
Some like little custard cakes to smooth over things with the morticians.
I just feel like it's a tradition now. Every time I come by, there's some sort of baked good involved. I think it's like expected of me to make sure that that's in hands when I come inside.
I didn't realize I was muted. Yeah, I got you, girl. What kind of stuff you want? At
You
first, I
know
thought
what?
you were gonna take my dress though, and I was really upset. And then I was like, "Oh wait, my cakes." Okay.
I trust your skills. I have no idea. Like whatever you got that you think a dwarf would like.
They like intense stuff, yeah. Let's do lava cakes. Let's do little lava cakes.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Can I borrow some of your spices?
Absolutely. And I hand her like the spiciest ghost pepper I can find.
I'll make her some too.
Alright. Where are you doing this cooking?
That is a great question.
We have an estate you can go and cook at if you want.
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll help you. Because, I mean, I did ask, so maybe you can teach me a thing or two. I can mix the batter or some shit.
All right. I do want to go down to the catacombs or whatever. Not the catacombs, the lowest level, and like move rocks for folks.
Do you want to come with me? Because I was going to go down to the 6th level, and we could go down to the 7th after that, because I wanted to check on my neighbors.
Oh, I have an idea. Why don't you give me the recipe? I'll go to the estate and make it. You know? And then you go with Asriel.
But if cleanup hasn't begun at all, I'm willing to bet there's a couple corpses down there that might hold your attention.
I guess that would be better than asking somebody. You know what? Okay, I'm sold.
Yeah, there she is. All right, let's go.
All right, so Briar and Demetari are heading to the estate, Golden Rock Manse.
No.
No, we're gonna go down. We're gonna go down.
So
to
the
that's right.
three girls are gonna go down to the lower levels, and just make sure the refugees are okay and try to help out with cleanup. And then I'm guessing after that, then they'll go bake.
Okay. All right. And then Javid, where are you going?
Well, Jim doesn't remember what we were going to see the deep mages about, and Javid
Well,
might.
they've got your magic item.
All right. Okay.
And they're also
Well,
up to something, apparently.
Who said?
Romney's friend.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, up to something could be many things, but he did say that.
All right. And well, let's go down to the deep mages and see if our stuff's ready. My stuff. If I'm the only one getting something. Oh, the
I do
goggles
think
too,
there's
right?
also the goggles, yeah, for Briar and Demetari. So that way we don't have to worry about torches and stuff.
So it's also a you something, because that means we get to be extra sneaky.
I very much appreciate that.
All right. So, Demetari, Briar, and Azrael going down to the 6th level. As you go deeper and deeper, the city seems to be in much more disrepair. There are quite a few guards, a few people going about their regular business, but overall, the city it looks bad, but it otherwise is mostly returning to normal based on what you kind of recall as far as people's kind of day-to-day lives. People are going around carrying things, food, and other items. You see a lot of engineers kind of inspecting the damage still, cataloging it. But as you get down to the 6th level, you can tell that things have mostly returned to normal, but it's otherwise...
my friends.
It has a much happier disposition than it was previously. And in fact, as you arrive, a crowd of people begins to form around you, kind of following you around, kind of laughing and waving at you, and just kind of like, the heroes of Torevir Deep have returned, everybody! And they're just following you around. There's like probably 20 or 30 people, various shapes and sizes, dwarves, halflings, humans, an elf or two, just kind of like wandering after you, just like watching you go wherever it is you're going.
Does it look like, anyone needs help, right? Like, is there...
Not really. As you guys get down there, you can see that there are, at the bottom level, a number of engineers, architects, and other masons who are kind of working to repair some of the stone pillars, some of the walls, and other things. The outer walls of the city on the lowest level have been mostly repaired. They've been restocking their ammunition. The city seems to be overall returning to normal. You guys have been away for almost a month, so people have had a lot of time to put things together that were out of sorts.
Well, wait. So are they like working from the outside in or something? Because why is the third level worse off than the sixth?
So they are, the six had the most damage and holds up most of the city, so they are repairing pieces of it. The critical stuff from the bottom up, and then the visual stuff from the top to the bottom. Because if the bottom fails, then the whole city collapses, and so on. But this...
Somebody please unpause the DM.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
So they're working from the bottom up on the critical stuff, because if the city collapses, it's going to be from the bottom to the top. But they are fixing the outwardly pretty stuff from the top to the bottom because, well, the people who care about the city and have all the money are at the top.
Ah, so they really are working their way in. That sucks for the third level.
Yeah, so the third and the fourth level are probably going to be the last ones to really start seeing the effects of the Masons.
Damn. Sorry, Dimitri. Maybe they love us so much they'll donate a relative's body to science.
Well, you know what? It's not like I can just have a lumbering body around. Well, you know what?
I mean, we have a bag of holding, don't we? You just put the bag in the bag of holding.
No, Onyx had the bag of
Ooh.
holding. But hopefully one of the magical items will be a bag of holding, because that would be super
wait.
useful to have.
No, I have one. I
Oh,
got
you
it
do?
from the Dragon Slayer. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, okay, never mind. Hint retracted.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch of like weapons and weird shit. Remember, I accidentally dumped it out. Accidentally,
Oh,
on
yeah,
purpose
yeah.
dumped it out.
That's right, that's right. Okay, can I put some, I mean, I won't do rotting corpses because that doesn't seem very sanitary, but like bones? Can we do skeletons in your bag?
Yeah, I
Do you
suppose
put
if you like,
food
if
in
you
there
bag
too?
them and then put them in it, yeah. Because I do
Yeah.
keep my food stuff in there, man.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, maybe we should ask for a separate bag.
Yeah, I don't really want like people dust on my.
Yeah, we need fresh and then not so fresh. We'll label it.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Wouldn't you want it to be like a cold bag so that way the bodies don't, deteriorate?
I don't think, do they deteriorate in the bag of holding? I thought they were kind of put on pause in there.
Oh no, stuff deteriorates in the bag of holding.
Oof. Okay, yeah, and definitely no. Oh my gosh, the one that Onyx saved for me then is got to be disgusting. Yeah, so maybe there's a ice, like a freezer bag of holding, and I can just cryogenically freeze the bodies.
Maybe.
Can I find my neighbor, the cat lady?
Sure. You guys are probably wandering in that direction, just kind of in general. And as you get there, you can see that your house is pretty destroyed. There was probably a chunk taken out of the front of it, because your house was kind of closer to the edge. But the crazy cat lady who lives across from you, she is still there.
Well, do you guys want to go say hi?
I mean,
on.
yeah.
I would love to. Sorry, someone just knocked, so it's going to be AFK for a second. Maybe Gamby can make a friend.
Ooh, that's right. I mean, she loses her cats all the time, but they normally come back.
Oh shoot, do you think that she would take Gamby? Hopefully not. She's got enough, right? Like, she knows she has enough cats by now.
mean, I've never seen her steal anyone
for
else's
being
cat. She
taken.
usually takes in strays.
Yeah, she's such a good woman. Yeah, we should pay her a visit.
All right, so you're gonna go visit Agnes Hardgrip.
Yeah.
All right. You approach her house, kind of just around the corner from your own. Knocking on the door, it opens. There's a cat on the ground. This little woman looks up at you, and she's got a cat on her shoulder. She's like, "Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. I heard you were up to something in the city, doing good or whatever. Famous now."
Well, maybe a little, but I just wanted to see how you're doing.
"I'm
That
doing
was kind
good."
of crazy.
"Oh yeah, I lost a lot of cats that day."
Did you find more?
"Oh yeah, lots of cats nowadays." She kind of
Alright.
gestures behind her, and there's like 3 or 4 cats just like looking up at you.
It's okay, Gamby. You can go say hi if you want to.
As soon as Gamby like looks around your shoulder and like into the room, all the other cats, their hair bristles up and they're like hissing, and a couple of them like scatter, and they're just like, "What the hell is that?"
Oh, sorry. I didn't think about how they'd be jealous that you could fly. That was my bad.
Gamby also does not look living, correct?
Oh yeah, but to me he's just, cute as a button.
Well, there was a deceased-looking zombie cat thing with wings, and these other cats are like, "What the fuck? I gotta get out of here."
Yeah, no, I stand by what I said. They're just jealous that you can fly. It's fine. We'll find a friend for you. Asriel's your friend, and Briar. Briar can fly. You guys have a lot in common.
I have a dog.
Briar, come on, dude.
Yeah, did we ever find Puppy? Or did we leave
Yeah, I've
Puppy?
got Puppy.
Okay,
He's
you have
here.
Puppy, right? Okay.
He's just chilling. He likes to sleep a lot.
Yeah, Puppy is like that guy with the fucking corgi dog who just sleeps in his backpack just all the time in Briar's backpack.
Grown boy needs
Yep.
to sleep.
I just picture that with the
He might get
head
a little
flopping,
rough
the
with your
tongue.
little cat.
Yeah, a floppy little dog head out of Briar's backpack at all times, just like
What is she?
only awake during like fights, basically.
Is anyone in this group into art? Because if I could see an illustration of that, that would be awesome.
I like art. I can't draw, but I like to look at it.
The one in the chat.
Just need Briar backpacking a puppy around.
Yeah, that's actually the correct proportions too, because Briar is very small and Puppy is like a
That's
puppy
hilarious.
of like a wolf.
That's hilarious.
I love that.
That's fucking precious.
All right. Javid, you went to the Deep Mages, correct?
check in, see how reprovisioning is going.
All right. So you, following the directions, you vaguely know this part of the city, and you head to the Torevir, the home of the Deep Mages here on the 3rd level. It's a fairly small building, and the Deep Mages are not the largest nor one of the wealthiest guilds. As you approach, you kind of rap on the
I
door.
think by the name they would keep a low profile too.
Yeah, they don't really interact with other people very much. And you kind of give a couple knocks on the door, and this squirrely-looking little dwarf kind of opens up and, how can I help you?
Yeah, the city of Torevir Deep sent me.
Hi, we heard a couple things. We've got some stuff getting ready for you.
How's that looking?
Well, can I get you to make me a persuasion check? We got some of this stuff ready. The travel arrangements, we're, I think kind of looks behind him. We're still working on those, I think. But they'll be ready soon, sure. Did you want that stuff now, or can I, and he's like, kind of like closing the door, like very slowly.
I'm going to slide my foot in front of the door, very subtly and imperceptibly, but just to keep it from closing further.
He's kind of like jamming on your foot, and he looks down, and he's like jamming it a little bit, and looks up at you.
Your pardon, good master dwarf. I like to familiarize myself with my weapon, and I'd sort of like to absorb some of the magic. Maybe put a little oil in the grain, the wood grain. That always helps me come to understanding with my weapons. I wonder if I might have a look. Maybe add my bowyer's expertise to the crafting.
Can you make? Sure. I suppose it might be all right. And he kind of looks behind him. There's like a muffled sound on the other side, and he kind of looks back to you. Sure, hold this for a second. And he kind of reaches on like a little side table down here, kind of picks up a little pebble, yay big or so, and he says, take this. Hold on to that for a second.
I'm gonna reach out to let him drop it in my hand, and then sort of shift my hand a little bit and let it fall to the ground.
That was pretty rude. You want to pick that up for me?
Tell me what it is.
Well, you can't come in until you pick up the rock. It's a safety precaution.
All right. I'll pick it up.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at disadvantage.
Got him.
Damn, he was wise enough to not want it initially.
Alright. You say, fine, pick up the rock. You hold it in your hand for a second, the dwarf goes, okay, goodbye. And you appear about 30 feet behind you on the street holding the rock, and the dwarf just kind of shuts the door.
You gotta break in now. It's required.
You hear like, you see a little like letter flap flips open on the bottom. The dwarf shouts, come back tomorrow! And the letter flap shuts.
What the hell are they hiding?
Yeah, that was
1 a.m. is technically tomorrow.
Yeah, if we just break in, they didn't say, come through the front door.
You gotta be specific in these things.
What are you doing now, Javid?
Um.
Also, the rock is no longer in your hand.
All right. I wanted to use that rock.
It is literally just a go away rock. They give it to people and then you get teleported away.
You invent those in real life.
I was just thinking that.
I want to wander around a little bit and see if I can find a rat.
Like an actual, mammal rat thing with a tail?
Yeah.
Okay.
A beast. I'm looking for a beast that is sneaky and small and can get inside, and I can talk to it and see through its eyes.
Sure, go and give me a perception check. All right. So kind of moving around the Deep Mages building, it's fairly small, much smaller than you think it should be. And eventually you move to the back side. There's a little like kind of alcove, not quite an alley. The building, there's a back entrance, a second story window, and what looks like a pile of food debris. And amongst the food debris, you can see kind of scurrying around, eating an orange peel. Just a small rat.
Going to cast Speak with Animals. And I want to talk to the rat and say, if you help me out and go inside the building and find some things that I'm looking for, make it worth your while.
What do you mean, find out what's going on, make it worth my while? You know, let's hear some solid distinction. Bub?
Well, I want you to go inside, and your while is going to be a really, really tasty custard cake pie.
Why would I want a custard cake? Look what I got here. It's like picking out little pieces of garbage, like orange peel, mushrooms, half-eaten apple.
Have
all
you
kinds
ever
of-
had a custard tart? You
I don't
haven't
think-
lived until you've had a custard tart. It's like it makes orange peels and the garbage here like the dirt you would poop on.
All right, well, I already been in there, so what is it exactly you're looking for? You know, they got sleepy guys, they got guys doing magic, they got guys who doing other stuff. What is it you're looking
You're a clever rat, I can tell that right away. I'm looking in particular to see what they're doing with a bow and possibly some goggles. You know what those are?
Kind of, to figure it out.
So
All right.
looking for some things that would fit on a humanoid person's head like mine.
Uh-huh.
Go over the eyes.
Okay, got it. And have this custard pie ready. And the dwarf, or the rat, kind of scurries off into a hole in the floor into the building.
Before he goes, I want to cast Beast Sense, and it needs to be touched, so I need to be touching him.
Okay. All right, after you finish touching him, you can see through his eye.
And all right, so I'll sit there in the alley fondling an orange peel and looking through the rat's eyes as it goes into the mage's
All right.
place.
Pretty sure people go
He's-
to jail for fondling things in alleys.
So, the rat squeezes into the building, and you can see it is inside of it. Fairly well furnished, very kind of cluttered space, chairs, things on walls, scrolls, books, a fireplace going, kind of warming it up. The rat kind of scurries along the wall underneath the table, goes to a corner, looks around into a passageway, across a hall, into another room, kind of scurrying through these various similar spaces until it gets to one where it recognizes kind of what you were looking for. The rat kind of crawls up onto the edge of a table behind a book, a little stack of them. And on the table is a bow and goggles. One of the mages is talking to another one. The first one you recognize as the one that was speaking to you at the door. People are coming by. We got this stuff ready for those, whatever, the outsiders, ready to go for them tomorrow when they come and get it. But I don't think we're going to be able to wake up Master Twin Axe anymore. People keep asking for him. I don't really know what we're supposed to say, you know. The Master's... He was the one who did all the teleportation and stuff. How are we supposed to get people anywhere without him? That stupid crystal. I told him not to worry about it. And the two of them are kind of fiddling with some stuff. The other one, we'll just tell him that he went on a trip or something. He'll be back, I don't know, next year. I don't care. And after that, the rat kind of scurries off down the table as the two of them wander off. Up some steps to the second level, through a couple of empty buildings. Or sort of rooms, I should say. And eventually, the rat kind of squeezes onto a door into a particularly cluttered room. There is an easel with an open book, and in a bed next to it, there is a sleeping dwarf, and he looks exceptionally emaciated. He's like skin and bones, his beard is frail, he looks dirty and gross, like he hasn't moved in quite some time. There's all kinds of magical devices cluttering the room. He's got very, very fine robes on. A big crystal on a necklace around his neck. Just kind of sitting there in the thing. You can see he breathes ever so slightly. So he's alive, but he looks very, very sickly. And at this point, the rat kind of heads back down the way it came. Past the rooms. There's a few other dwarves in here. You count probably 5 or 6 different dwarves wandering around in here. And eventually, out of the crack that had gone in through the wall, and back to you. It's probably been about 45 minutes, almost an hour. Took a while to explore the whole place.
So I will have to cast Speak with Animals again to be able to talk with it.
Alright. The rat squeaks at you for a moment before you finish casting the bell. And it's like, alright, I got everything in there. I found those items you were looking for. That was it. I don't know. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay.
I don't speak dwarf, though.
Yeah, that sickly old dwarf you saw, were you able to tell, you know, say smelling it, that whether that was a natural or a magical illness it was suffering from?
I have no idea how I would tell between those two things.
Well, you've smelled disease. Did he smell diseased?
No. Smelled like he was asleep.
So otherwise, okay, just asleep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I haven't got the custard on me, so I'll have to go get it and come back.
You lied to me. I was promised a
didn't.
custard. You just made an
Yeah.
enemy for life.
I didn't lie at all. I said I would get you a custard, and I will. I didn't say I had it on me.
I swear to Rat God, if you don't come back with that custard, I will eat your house.
Too late. Some fire giants already smashed it.
The rat eyes you suspiciously. Alright, well, I'll be here.
All right. You be here. I'll be back.
The rat watches you from the pile as you depart.
Beady little eyes.
Yep. Snow, can I get you to give me a stealth check? Alright. You're off doing snow things somewhere. So, with the group who were exploring the lower levels, they've kind of explored a fair bit. I'm guessing at this point they probably returned to the manse. Javid, I assume you're heading to the manse.
Yes.
And then Romney, after you're done drinking, I assume you would head to the manse as well.
Yeah. I did have a question for you though. I gave Strondig that armor of vulnerability. How much in return could I reasonably get out of that?
In terms of money?
1100, 1200 gold. I'm looking for stuff. Like I'm looking for 2 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces. And then another question is my flail. Is it gold? Possibly. Would it count as a reliquary worth 500 gold pieces? Or would I need to get one of those?
Your flail is not a.
It's not technically a reliquary. A reliquary, by definition, is like a collection of holy items. I was just
Yeah, it's a thing that holds
the
Yeah.
devotee censer counts as a holy symbol, so it's a holy item. I was trying to play.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a reliquary. Reliquary is
Okay.
something distinct.
Okay. So the armor of vulnerability, I want to trade for 2 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces and a golden reliquary worth 500 gold pieces.
That is probably a fair trade for a magic set of plate armor. Are you telling him that it's cursed?
Absolutely not.
All right, that
I'm
sounds
just
like a
saying
fair
it's
trade.
a magic set of plate armor.
That's a fair trade. He definitely would go for that.
And so my devotee censer, since it's a censer, I can put incense and stuff in it. Right? So I can like change the smell that's coming out of it at all times and also hide my 2 diamonds inside of it.
Okay. What smell are you making it?
What smell right now?
You said you were changing the smell, right?
Yeah, I want it to be like a little bit hoppy, but mainly cherry. Like
Okay.
cherry incense, but a little
Sure.
bit like spicy hops on the backside for no reason.
Sounds. You'd be able to do that. Yes, so you would be able to get 2 diamonds worth 300 gold pieces and a reliquary worth, what'd you say, 400 or 500?
500. Dope.
All right. So, Snow, so my question to you is how far are you going? Like, are you going to try to go all the way there?
Yeah, if I can.
I mean, it's days away. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, the
I'd kill you for the inconvenience.
So while we're down, checking out the refugees, we probably go to check out the 7th level too. Do we see anything out of the ordinary, or does it just seem very happy and jovial?
I mean, you can give me an insight check. I mean, it's a 7 level, so it was never that happy, but
But no stories of people disappearing or anything.
no.
Do we find any bodies?
No. I mean, everything's been cleaned up.
Well, I guess since my home's destroyed, I'll just kind of leave it. I don't really have a lot of things in there anyway, so.
Would you give it to your neighbor to house more cats?
Yeah, she can definitely put cats there if she wants.
To rescue.
Yeah. I mean, I think she likes to keep them close to her, but she could definitely put some milk out there to get more cats.
She definitely could. All right. All right. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess my internet is not good right now or something.
Him sucking up all the bandwidth.
He is playing League or Overwatch. All right. But yes, overall the lowest level looks fairly normal. People are in, I guess, positive spirits. There's nothing overly weird going on down here. People are staying where they're supposed to be, type deal.
Yeah, I guess, if no one really needs help, everything's fine. There's no dead bodies. I mean, I would probably head back to the estate unless, for whatever reason, Demetari wanted us to go to the morgue with her. But I feel like that's something she might want to do on her own.
You are correct.
Sure. All right. So, what exactly would? So, I guess Briar would probably want to go back to the manse, and then Azrael would want to go probably separately, and I guess Dimitar would want to go to the morgue.
I mean, Briar and I can travel together.
Or butts.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we might talk about, different types of spices and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
and didn't Demetari need some treats?
Yeah, do you want to come back with us to cook and then you can go to the morgue?
You know what? Nah, it's fine. This is overcomplicating it. I'll just. If he can't accept me for just me, and he wants the food, then I don't need to be there.
You tell him, girl.
All right. So, returning to the manse, you guys would probably arrive around a similar time as Javid, with Romney close on your heels. As you guys do arrive, you enter through the outer gate, and in the courtyard there are a number of the servants who are kind of tidying some of the grasses, mosses, and other things that grow here. And as you do, the maitre d' kind of standing in the doorway, kind of looks over at you, and then he leans in the door and gives a little shout, and a group of the servants kind of come out to you, and you can see each one of them is carrying bathrobes and towels.
So, quick question, are they pink? Because I specifically requested...
They are pink.
Yes.
Mr. Torman, the half-elf, kind of gives you a little bow. He's like, I had heard that you had returned to the city. Welcome back. We are pleased to see that you are alive and well. This establishment is at your disposal.
Doesn't Romney need help getting in? Like, is he standing or is he kind of like...
He just kind of like shuffles along behind you, and Mr. Torman's like, is this a friend of yours?
Oh no, I'm perfectly fine. If I'm walking 100% upright, I'm perfectly fine. That's what happens when you continually cast Lesser Restoration on yourself to outdrink dwarves.
This friend of yours, will you be staying with us? We have plenty of rooms available.
Yes. Can we leave Onyx's room the way it was? Just not.
All of your rooms are, as present, untouched. They have been tidied and are awaiting your return. Is Master Onyx going to be joining us at some point?
Master Onyx has predeceased us.
Ah, a shame. Then, at your request, we shall allow the room to remain in perpetuity and its current state. If you would like, we shall lock the door and have it remain untouched. But for Master, we will dust it, of course, yes. We will keep it clean and tidy should he ever return. And Mr. Torment kind of gestures towards Rom. Good sir, your name is?
Oh, Romney. I'm sorry.
Romney. Well, welcome to the Golden Rock Manse. Our saviors, the heroes of the city here, are the newest owners of the manse. And welcome. We have a dinner prepared for you. It is some hearty stews and other things we thought might prepare you or be a good change from your journey.
Was it made in the dwarvish fashion?
It is. I hope no one's allergies are susceptible to such things.
Well, I thought they specifically didn't add the mushrooms and stuff that were poisonous because they know we're not dwarves.
Right. We do not add the poisonous mushrooms that would kill you outright, but it is the dwarvish style, so it has similar flavor.
I'll introduce Short Bell to Tormund and the staff, and the necessary rights and propitiations.
Is he a current owner? I should say a co-owner to be?
Yes.
Or
yes,
are we granting him all the rights and permissions of someone who is a permanent resident?
He
pending
is
the other
a resident for
Whoa.
now.
very well. We shall prep a room for him.
Take your shoes off in the
we
house
have
and
a
rinse them on the
discussion.
first.
We should huddle.
I mean, he did help us get out of the prison.
Yeah, doesn't that get
I
me
sort-
like
I sort of
a night or two?
thought that Romney was joining us as a full-fledged member of the band.
Guys, you know how you get a dog and then the dog dies of old age, and then some people, they don't want to get a dog right away to replace that dog, and other people want to replace it immediately.
We are not replacing Onyx.
That's what it feels like.
No. Onyx will always be Onyx, right? And that's why his room.
That place in his heart. But the Sloppy Knots is not an exclusive club.
Okay, no, we are the heroes of Torevir Deep.
Doing that awkward thing where I'm taking slow steps backwards,
No.
trying-
Come on.
So
come on.
Onyx, that's why Onyx
I'm gonna go around
room
behind and start pushing it forward.
is untouched, right? We can add new members without replacing Onyx.
Okay, but on one condition. He needs his friendship necklace.
Well, we can get a new friend. I think we need new friendship necklaces. Oh no, we got those. That's right. Okay, we can make him one. He can get a friendship necklace.
Hell yeah. All right, you're in.
Glad we sorted that out.
If you guys recall, the last Onyx's friendship necklace is in the possession of one.
Yes, we're aware.
Yeah, he tore it off right before he yeeted him. I remember.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna murder the hell out of him.
Soul Forger dies. That is a goal. It's top on the list there.
He's a great recurring villain. I really hit the mark with him.
Yeah, you did.
All right. So, now that you guys are at the manse, a dinner is prepared for you, your rooms are ready, hot baths have been drawn. Is there anything else you guys would like to do in the evening?
Before dinner and after the bath, can I meditate a little bit? Like, I think I had made a garden out there in
Yeah.
the, like, kind of back. Yeah, so I want to do
Oh.
that.
Actually, I did forget one thing. As you guys are entering the manse, Mr. Torman is going to kind of, right as you guys are about to cross the threshold, I did have one question. I wasn't sure exactly what your opinion of it was. We've had a considerable crowd gathering outside of the gates most days here, paying their respects to you. Again, most of us thought you were dead, I'm afraid. We did shoo them away today, but if you're okay with them coming back, I can allow it.
Do they come in or do they just?
No, outside of the gates. They're we cleaned it up today, but they've been leaving all kinds of flowers and other such things just outside of the gate.
Onyx like flowers.
That's kind of weird. I'm
No.
I feel like if this is
I'm
gonna
okay
happen,
with you shooing him away.
Yeah, let's
Say
not
that-
shoo them away. I mean, Onyx liked flowers.
maybe we should just do like a meet and greet for an hour and then they can leave. Because I feel like it's less weird when you go out and say hello versus people. It's not as stalkery when you're welcoming it versus
And we
ignoring it.
might find out if there's issues in the city, right? Like, if there really is problems or people need help, they can tell us.
Would you like me to set up a sign-up sheet, like a specific time where they can come back and meet you?
I like that idea.
We should have like a panel. They could just, and people who need to speak up or want to say something can do that.
Yeah, and maybe, it might help us get closer to kind of what's going on.
Sounds good. I will arrange just such a thing. Don't know when it will be, but we'll put it out to the people.
You could do it after breakfast.
Certainly. Tomorrow, if you would like, sure. Don't know how many people will arrive. It is a little bit short notice, as it is already evening, but I will be sure to disseminate that information.
I would like to note that please do not put it in chronological order of the levels. First come, first serve sort of thing. I don't want to see everyone's voices are valid.
Yeah, whoever shows up first gets heard first.
Very well. All right. So with Azrael meditating, what are the rest of you guys?
I assume there's like a study or something deep.
There is a large
literature.
library.
All right, perfect. I'm gonna either pipe or cigar, just chill, read, puff on a cigar, small glass of like scotch.
Throwing it out there. The library is marked as Snow's room. Just saying.
The snow
Snow is not there though.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to the library. I don't know whose this is. But yeah, I'm just gonna go in there.
No, I'm pretty sure actually Snow put a sign over
He
his
did.
own room.
The fluffiest knot.
Yes. So I mean, maybe you don't figure out it's Snow, but there's definitely a sign that says this belongs to somebody.
It says the fluffiest knot, and you kind of have to figure it out.
All right, I just pick up the first book I find, whatever it is.
All right. Go ahead and roll me an intelligence.
I'm good at those.
All right, the book that you
First
picked up.
couple of pages have been colored in.
You pick up the book, and it is called Spirit the Gift. And it appears to be a romantic fantasy novel set in the city of Tidesgate about a young, buxom lass who falls in love with one of the local pirates.
Heck yeah. I'm all in.
And it's a smut novel.
Of course it is.
Just like the lusty Argonian maid.
Pretty much, yeah.
I have a question. Did Snow take out all the smut for his own, like is it easy to find because Snow went and found all the smut?
No, it's just the first thing on the wall. The
good
previous
smut
owner
stack
probably
would be-
has a lot more smut than you're expecting.
Do we know who previously owned the place?
Yeah, it was. I think they told you it was Lord Golden. He died.
Which was why the mansion was available.
Yeah.
Good
Lord Goldenrock
guys.
of the Masons had no heirs. He was an old single bachelor slain during the siege of Torevir Deep, and so they gave you his property because they weren't sure what else they were going to do with it.
Well, it became state property, and then the state advocated it to the heroes.
Pretty much. And for some reason, he read a lot of smut.
You missed the opportunity on calling him Goldenrod. So
He was a single, bachelor
probably
living by himself.
his,
He needed
his
a lot of
nickname
smut.
with the courtesans.
did he die in the house? Like, did he die in somebody's room, or was he die somewhere else?
No, he died somewhere else.
Didn't he die during the battle? Like, wasn't he fighting or
Yeah,
something?
he was fighting in the battle. The manse itself was pretty much untouched. It's kind of in a weird part of the second level, away from anything else that was of tactical value. So it was pretty much untouched.
Are pastries being made in the kitchen?
You can request pastries.
I was hoping that our resident pastry chef was performing her magic, but if that's not happening, then yes, I will request an order of custard tarts, and preferably a batch of small beast-sized.
Okay, I'll make 24 tiny, like
That's
bite-sized
oddly
custard
specific.
tart.
Can I ask why?
I promised a friend.
Okay.
I'd ask you, but you're not baking, so
He doesn't want to. You're already making stuff, doesn't want to busy you.
yeah, exactly.
It's true. Okay.
Well, to be fair, Briar's more of
Well,
a cook than a
I'm
baker.
highly intrigued, but- It's true, but I do make a lot of muffins. Custard's different. So.
Dimitari is taking a liking to the idea of being able to come up with a new friendship necklace. So she's in her room, like sketching out plans, like just a switch is flipped. Like her eyes are open to the idea of having more members.
Nice. All right. Is there anything else you guys like to do besides cooking, baking, kind of relaxing, prepping for the following day?
Yeah, as soon as the tarts are done, I'm going to take and deliver to uphold my promise to the little rat.
The rat and a couple of buddies accept your tart.
I have a question for you. So if I was to try and repair my friend dagger thing at the hilt, would I have to do it all at once, or could I repair it like a little bit at a time?
I don't know if you would know that for certain. I think you would have to talk to an appropriately trained smith.
Didn't we find out about that one smith?
Well, you have one piece of the Fey steel, and then you did learn that there was a smith in Thalassa who does know how to work Fey steel.
And if I remember right, weren't they like really, 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 really old?
Yes, they're pretty old, but if I remember correctly, they are an elf, so they probably live for a long.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't. I mean, I think just relaxing. It's probably been a long while since I had a nice bath, actual food, the ability to, be outside and like nature. So I feel like a lot of it is just spending time, like kind of centering.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see, 4:56. If there's nothing else you guys like to do before we go ahead and take the long rest and skip to the next day, I think this is a good spot for us to take a little break. We'll be back in 10. All right. The following morning, as you are beginning to awake from your slumbers and head down into the dining room to be served your meal, a rather shabby and disheveled-looking Snow arrives as well. It is clear that he did not spend the night in the manse.
Throw soap at him. I can't hear you.
I stalk past everyone to the library and just slam the door behind me.
What's
As the-
going on?
As the door slams, I just like, as I fell asleep reading the smut book.
Yeah, there's now a kitty in the library.
Well, follow him and say, buddy, you disappeared without telling everybody. What's going on? You're looking a little bit ruddy, not your usual dapper self.
Oh, but I locked the door behind me. I don't want to talk to
Yep.
anybody at the moment.
You lock Romney in there with...
And you're just gonna hear from behind this door, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Okay, I think somebody needs a little downtime, probably. Gotta get himself back together.
I'm just doing that panic thing, like I'm looking for a way out, even though there's not one. I'm just like, ah.
I was gonna say, you just fucking forget it. And walk to the other side of the room and just throw myself into a chair.
You want
Slinks
me to
down.
leave?
There's a fire that's now embers, and he just like sits in one of the big chairs next to him.
Got some of that beer yet?
My special one?
Annie.
I mean, I can give you a little bit of my special one. No one else has actually wanted to try it with me.
Fuck it, let's do it.
All right.
I'm gonna pull a couple of steins out. They're off the table.
I poured
Sniffing one.
two small glasses of the special stuff.
Oh, this is the we're about to take a trip, right?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
that.
Okay, yeah.
Is this like strong enough that you need to make like con saves type deal?
So the whole point of this beer is it was like one of the beers I tried. I was like messing around with. I don't even remember what I put in it, but that's the one that sent me on the psychedelic find myself trip that led me to my god. So it's like when I drink it, I feel like I'm communing with my god, and I like see her and like stuff about that. But honestly, it's just like laced with mushrooms.
Okay. Yeah, can I get you guys to give me a con save? Because this sounds like the kind of stuff that you get to make con saves for.
Can I choose to fail?
Yeah, same.
Nah, probably not realistically.
Oh, what the shit? Why did everything close out?
You know, the one time I don't want to make a Constitution saving throw, it's my best roll.
Yeah.
Gonna say, couldn't they just drink more than one glass until they fail?
Yeah, can I try multiple?
I mean, I guess if you guys want to get really fucked. Sure, Snow, give me another roll with disadvantage. Because it starts compounding, you know, the DC gets higher and higher, and you get worse and worse. Alright, there you go, now you're tripping balls. I don't see Ron.
Mine was an 8.
An 8? Yeah, you're gone.
I feel the familiar sensation hit me, and I look at Snow, and I'm like, "Strap in, buddy. We're going to Yondala this morning."
Yeah, the two of you just like zonked out in the library.
Yeah, it's time to start giggling and talking about brownies. Like,
Take me on a vision quest.
All right. So the rest of you, noting that Snow arrived suddenly in a fuff and departed into the library with Romney, and the two of them have not come out for breakfast. What are you guys doing? You're being served some kind of chicken.
Did Javi tell us what he found out in
Yes.
the?
Did
Yeah,
you?
So I'm yes. Well, I mean that was the plan, was that when we got together for breakfast, that I would relay what I learned about the mages, the deep mages, and their chief travel mage being sick, and so I'll say that since it's the mages, I'm assuming that they've looked into healing and removing conditions and stuff like that.
Well, maybe they need a cleric, not a mage.
We could certainly inquire about that. Now, of course, they don't know that I know it, and we'd need to be circumspect about that. Say like, what's going on with the travel arrangements? Who do you have working on that? Are they okay? That sort of thing.
Hey, what's the worst case scenario if you just tell them that you talked to a rat friend, had them go into the room, had them look at them, and then you found out their secret and we want to help?
See, we don't have to tell them why we know. We could just tell them we know. We could just say, hey, we know that your travel mage is in a coma.
They're a bunch of mages. It's not like they haven't heard a funky story like this before. If we needed help.
I'm just saying, like, why do we need to tell them how we know, right? Why sell out the rat friend?
Yeah, and people tend to get a little upset when they find out they've been spied on. When I'm sure that an organization like this usually has uh, preventative things, like to keep people from sending in scrying orbs and what have you.
I guess it would be more mysterious and intimidating if they were just guessing at how we knew.
That's
Plus,
true.
I'd feel real bad about an increased rat trap.
I did not catch that.
I feel real bad about increase in rat trap.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we can just tell them we know, right? We don't need to say anything other than that we know and we want help.
I mean, if we bring a bunch of plants in there with us, I can wither and bloom the life of the plants into his body. A little transference.
I mean, I could just try a healing word.
Sure, we can do it that way.
Sorry, Revenaviki. Anyways, yeah, I could just try to heal him. I mean, if I touch him, I might be able to get disease out. So if I use my healing hands, I can actually cure, I believe it's a poison. Let me double check. Yeah, my physician's touch, I can end a disease. And it could be blinded, deafened, paralyzed, poisoned, or stunned. So those are the conditions I can end.
Lesser restoration, which is a second level.
Yeah, or we could just, pry Romney out of the library. But I think we would need greater restoration, wouldn't we?
We should investigate first. Either way. Make sure that they're...
I mean, yeah, we could,
Because once they know we know,
Then
They'll
yeah,
tell us more, hopefully.
yeah. Let's just go and check the guy out, look at his medical condition. You're really good at that, Demetari.
I'd be really good at it if he just died.
I was gonna say we could sort of work things along the process faster by killing him and then having you revivify him.
Let's not do that. That seems like that's not a good idea. It also costs a lot of resources. We could just figure out what's wrong with him and use restoration or cure poison or whatever he needs.
I say worst case scenario, he moves on, he's not stuck in that homeless state, which sounds horrible. And then, there's the body. So it's a win-win, really.
We need the person who can teleport, though. We need the teleportation magic, and he's the one that has it.
I mean, we'll shoot our shot. I'm up for shooting the shot.
We want to shoot the shot that's going to give us what we want rather than just firing blind.
So, well, you can go there. Say, hey, we know your teleportation mage is in a coma. We're here to help. And then we investigate what's wrong with him, and then we fix him.
All right. So, if you guys are interested in heading to the Deep Mages, are you going to collect Romney and Snow?
Quick question. Shouldn't we do the hear from the public first, or should we postpone that?
My vote is press on. I mean, we don't have a commitment to
Like, if we could take, like,
largesse, but,
2
we're not
hours out of our
royalty or
day.
anything.
Well,
Like,
they
these-
haven't gotten back to us
Yep.
yet, have they? They said it was going to take some time.
It seems.
Mr. Tormund did tell you it was probably going to take him a little while to put the word out as far as getting people to actually show up at a specific time.
Okay. So maybe that's like tomorrow or something?
Maybe, yeah, at least.
All right, so let's collect Romney. Maybe give Snow a little time to settle his fur.
You guys would probably give them about an hour. I will tell you guys that when you collect them, so Romney and Snow, you guys are currently poisoned.
All right. And giggly. Boy, howdy.
So I can fix that.
I swear, if you mess up my buzz, we're fighting.
If you take me down a bad trip, I'm not going to be happy.
We're riding a high right now.
Okay.
There, we could just stick them in a corner, right? Like, they don't need to be, like, operational. We're not fighting anyone.
We hope.
All right. So you round them up out of the library, going in through presumably the Mr. Tormund's key, because he has a key to all your rooms.
Yeah, we're like, they're not safe by themselves.
And you're just like leading them with like a hand under the arm as they're both just like, whoa.
Do they see pretty colors?
Oh yeah. And they're very malleable when you guys are taking them. They're just vibing, they go wherever you guys want to go. Snow's a lot friendlier now.
Oh, awesome.
Start stroking Javid's beard.
Whoa, so soft.
David doesn't have a beard, he's an elf.
Yeah, he's just
But
got his hand
he's a
just
half elf,
under
right?
your face. Just under
Yeah.
your face, like he's
Thinks
stroking
you
a
have a
beard, like,
beard.
wow.
Going
Doesn't,
over his face and like tickling his whiskers.
Yeah, I've got my hand
I'm
on
gonna stay close
nothing.
behind Snow.
doesn't
Just,
Romney
like,
have a beard?
No, Romney's got mutton chops.
Oh, even better.
Wait. I want to stay just behind Snow, and every now and again, just like tickle his whiskers. Just like put my fingers real quick in his whiskers and wiggle them around. Oh.
And the whole time we're walking, Snow's just walking in front of me, and I'm just holding on to his tail to follow. Just like
Say at one point when she touches my whiskers, I like twist it, jumps out of his hands, and I see my tail, and I promptly just start like chasing it around.
fucking it up. Hey, you son of a bitch! I knew you had something to do with it. Like,
Looks down at his tail. It was you! And he tries to grab it.
We need a red laser right now in this very
Oh,
moment.
yeah. Yeah, so someone had prestidigitation to like put a little like red dot on the ground.
All right. So as you guys are leaving your debilitated crewmates through the city street, you eventually arrive at the Deep Mages, where Javid has been here previously. Looks pretty much the same as it did yesterday. You approach, rap your knuckles on the door, and the same dwarf opens it up. You're back. Good timing.
Yes.
I got your stuff right here. And he kind of turns around, picks some stuff up off the table, and he just kind of like pokes through the door, a hand with a bow, and then a hand with these weird looking goggles. All right, that's what I got for you today. Farewell.
More.
Oh, there's more? No, there isn't.
Yes.
This was all we were able to scrounge up.
Oh.
So
There's the matter of transportation.
Right, we are still working on that one, I think. But you should probably look into secondary transportation.
we might be able to help your the mage of transportation. I understand that he's in a coma. You know, we are very powerful at healing magic. Maybe we can fix him.
No, he's not. Goodbye.
Can I just like kind of like acrobat like not I don't want to like push the door. I want to like just like kind of like flex myself to like get past him in the door.
Okay, sure, give me an acrobatics check. All right. He's like kind of surprised by what you just said. Javid's holding the door open ever so slightly, and you just kind of whoop under their arms and into the room behind the little dwarf. And he's like, "Oh, hold on. We did have another thing for you. I've got a rock right here." And he like reaches on the little table.
Don't touch the rocks.
And he starts trying to hand you a rock.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start looking for the mage based off of what Javi
Oh.
told me.
Drat. There's a couple other dwarves who kind of come out of the side rooms and they're like watching you guys. The door comes open. The rest of you guys are able to walk in. The little dwarf who's at the door is like following behind Asriel, like visibly flustered. Hey, you can't be in here. This is private guild property. You are not banded guild members. You
Yeah,
know,
I just ignore him. Like, I'm
you
just
guys
like,
aren't allowed in here. This is off limit. Hey, someone hold this rock. He's just trying to give the rock to someone.
While they're dealing with this, I'm just like gonna wander off on my own little spirit journey around this building.
I take the rock.
All right, you take the rock, and then you're like 30 feet away out in the middle of the street. The rock is gone.
What?
That's how you start a bad trip.
That is how the trip starts.
Yeah, you're just like in the street. There's like people walking past you. Everyone's gone. You're just somewhere new, and you're like, oh my god.
I don't even know how I got to the door anyway, so I don't know what door to look for. I'm just freaking out in the middle of the street.
Yeah, you might as well be in some other continent. You have no idea.
Hell yeah.
All right, Asriel, you're able to follow Javid's instructions. You get to the second floor, and approaching the door, it is locked.
Oh, I mean that's an easy solve. I'm just gonna pick that.
All right, go ahead and try and pick the lock. The dwarf comes up behind you. Hey, you can't go in there. That door, it's locked. And the door just comes open, and you're able to go inside. He's like, you guys are really not making this fun for me, all right?
Is Demetari near me at all?
You'll
Yeah,
figure
everyone
it
else
out
is-
later.
Yeah, everyone else is just like following along behind you. There's a couple other dwarves too, just like shuffling along behind the rest of your party.
I'm feeding off of your confidence. Like, that's not my norm, but I'm just like strutting right behind you, being like, yeah, fuckers.
So I don't know. When I get to the mage, I want to do a medicine check to see what the hell's wrong with him.
Sure, go ahead and give me a medicine.
I would be assisting that.
I panic cast Lesser Restoration on myself.
Oh, okay.
That gets rid of poisoned and
All right, you sober up out in the middle of the street. You're just like, what the fuck was that?
just panting. Just like
You realize you're somewhere in Torevir Deep, probably the second level. Unclear though. You are alone in the street with a bunch of other random people. All right, so Azriel and Demetari, the two of you rapidly began inspecting this comatose dwarf, and you were able to determine he's perfectly healthy, just underfed and probably dehydrated excessively.
Oh, that's a Briar thing. Briar, do you have food?
You
I
can
have
tell.
food.
You can tell by inspecting him that he is like definitely in probably some kind of coma. He's non-responsive. You know, you can snap your fingers. You can like open his eyelids. He does not wake up.
I think he just needs food and
But
water.
We've tried giving him to it. He doesn't swallow. You know, we pour dribbles down his throat every day. He doesn't wake up.
Can I try to mind link with them?
Absolutely, you can try.
Hey, what? Can you wake up? Everyone's really worried about you out here.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
ooh, yeah.
That seems awesome. I think this is gonna be a great idea.
So, as you attempt to link with his mind, there is this terrible dread, emptiness, loneliness that overtakes you. And for a moment, you can tell that there is something very wrong with him. You're not sure what it is, but it just like kind of grabs you in your skull, and it's this terrible, like screaming almost. And you do take 8 psychic damage.
I want to try again, but try to stay in there and see if I can hear him. If it's his scream, or if he's saying anything.
Do we have any way to tell if he is possessed? Who do we have that would be able to check on that?
Demetari, you can go ahead and give me another wisdom save. You take another 9 psychic damage as the screaming persists. It seems
Nothing.
somehow he is lost within his own mind.
Nothing.
Yeah, that
discernible.
seems like a Romney thing. Maybe we should go get Romney.
Yeah, when I took the pebble, I got kicked 30 feet back out into the street. He's probably out in the street trying to figure out where we are. I'll go get him.
Oh fuck, we should probably just go get him in general.
Yeah, that's true. He might wander and get himself in trouble.
We were supposed to be watching him, right?
Definitely have already started walking.
Well, I'm not doing
Oh,
anything. I'm
boy.
gonna go find Romney.
Trying to get my bearings. Like, where the hell are
Alright.
we?
Briar, go ahead and give me a perception check. And I'll say Ronnie, go ahead and give me a
Okay.
perception check too.
I'm not moving
Puppy.
very fast. I will say that. I'm just like kind of like taking a few steps, like looking around, like where the fuck? Holy shit, my perception's high as balls.
Alright. Romney, you're able to kind of figure out, as you're kind of wandering around a little bit, that this strange looking building in front of you, you don't recognize it, you've never been here before. The door is wide open. That's a little unusual. You kind of wander up, and a little bit after you start kind of wandering towards, Briar comes out, and she kind of like waves to you and beckons you into the building.
Ah. Yeah, I trot up and I'm like, hey, what's up? What's up, big dog? I don't know how I
You
got out
good?
here. How'd I get out here?
I'm not actually sure. We kind of lost you for a minute, buddy. Sorry.
Yeah, all I
You
know
okay?
is
You need a hug?
I just kind of blinked and was in the middle of the street, and I was absolutely terrified. So I Like,
Yeah, you touched the rock, didn't you? This is the one time we're not supposed to touch the rocks.
oh, I don't know. Someone went to hand me something. I was just like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. You good?
Yeah, I'm good now. I
Like,
panic spells, you know.
Alright.
Okay.
Walking into the
One
house.
second.
Walking into the house. To your left, as you enter Romney, there's a little table, and there's a couple little pebbles on the table.
Oh, I'm taking them bitches.
Alright, you pick up a pebble, and you're out in the street again.
Fuck. Why can't I just have them?
Do I see this happen?
Damn it.
you walk in, and as you're like turning, like almost in slow motion, you see Romney go, ooh! And he picks up a pebble, and then he's gone, and the pebble's right back on the table, and he's in the street.
No, don't.
And I just like
go to the
very
street. Don't
slowly
take the rock.
stomp back into the house. Like, God damn, I'm a rock piece of shit.
Do, but no, last time.
Yep, the go away pebbles.
How are the dwarves carrying them? How does that work?
They belong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's probably something that makes them immune to it in the enchantment.
Well, it's
We need
my
one.
house. It does seem useful.
Could you imagine, like, just handing that to a bad guy during your turn, and then they just move 30 feet away from you?
Wait a minute.
That's really helpful.
Could you imagine going shopping and be like, yeah, well, I don't know, how much would this go for? Boop, no shopkeep.
I mean, that sounds like stealing.
Slytherin and
Your
Hufflepuff,
campaign
everybody.
become an evil one?
All right. So those of you who are taking a little bit of time to search the room or whatever it was you guys are doing there, you're in the room
Yeah.
with the dwarf and Goran's twin axe. What else are you guys doing? You guys have a little bit of time before Briar and Romney get
I
back
mean,
in
I
there.
guess, can I try just healing him and see if that does anything?
You would probably be able to tell from your examination of him, Dimitar did a pretty thorough job, that he's not injured. He's just not well fed, and so like magical healing, like there's no, damage to him. You food is the only thing that fixes starvation, or at least like maybe magical food, but healing wouldn't really fix that.
He
Can I
needs
try to-
psychic healing. He's like trapped in his own mind in some sort of nightmare. It's almost like this is worse than death.
So he needs Romney.
He needs something. He either needs to be brought out of this or he needs to go, because that is just
I
utter
mean,
torment.
So if Romney can't fix him, we could take him to the clerics of Morden. I mean, they're really powerful.
Time crunch. Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Well, we need this guy to get to Mr. Prince.
Looking at the room, thinking that there might be something in the room or on the person of the dwarf that's casting some kind of baleful influence on him. Can I find like a little blob of evil influence moss or something?
You can do an Arcana check, but unless you have like detect evil or good or something like that, you probably wouldn't be able to see such things.
All right. Anybody have that?
You can give me a perception to look around the room. All right. So on the easel appears to be a diary written in Dwarvish, and it says, "I've worked out how to form the demiplane using a part of my own mind. I find it easiest to create spaces that I've seen, dreamed, or wished to visit. The crystal focuses the energies into something easily contained, although whether or not it will be stable remains to be seen. I've worked out how to get others into the crystal with elements, but it could be terribly dangerous and would likely see them as invaders.
We have to go in there. We have to meet him in there and fight whatever it is he's dealing with.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen Doom Patrol, but I'm so excited for this.
I have not.
Now.
So how do we get in there?
Wait, do we know how long this has been in a coma?
And the
He has been in the coma for 2 weeks.
do we find a crystal?
About his neck, on a necklace, is a large, bluish crystal.
What name did
Okay.
he use again?
I believe I showed you guys the journal. It's Alamance.
And so Alamance. It would likely see them as invaders. Sounds like Alamance is a person of some sort.
No, I think it's like a plane or a place of some kind.
Would I know anything about this?
Think on Arcana check.
I'm gonna ask the other dwarves, have you had clerics on this, or is it just you guys that have been messing with this?
A couple of the dwarves kind of look at each other and they're like, we were worried we were going to get in trouble, so we just didn't say anything.
Okay, cool. Diamonds. Give me some. Diamonds, diamond dust, anything that works like that. I need some.
Okay. And a couple of dwarves wander off. Demetari, you recognize that Alamance is probably an activation word or a keyword of some sort. Exactly how to use it is unclear, but it is probably how you get into the demi-plane.
I'm gonna ask the dwarves if they've seen him use it before.
Oh, they're gone.
Man, why don't you have to ask for diamonds? When they come back, I'll be asking that.
There's a dwarf there, one of the ones who didn't wander off. He's like, we never saw him use it at all. He was, he's the master dwarf of this house. He doesn't really tell us anything.
Did you try taking the crystal off?
Oh, it doesn't come off.
What?
It doesn't come off.
Briar, will you try? I mean,
Take
I'm
it
looking
off.
at them and I'm looking at. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, repeat.
You said it was on a chain around his neck?
Yeah, it's just a chain necklace around his neck.
All right. So I want to try to remove the necklace.
It does not come off. As though like pulling against something extremely heavy, it does not budge from around his neck.
Azrael, are you ready for an adventure?
Yes.
I'm gonna put my hand on the crystal. And then I guess I'll try to grab Azrael's hand.
I hold your hand real tight.
I know that it is very cold. And I'm gonna say Alamance.
And the two of you blink out of existence.
Okay.
At this point, Snow, eyes huge, wanders into the room.
I've just got an
Like, right as
armful
we
of like dirty fucking rags and just like running my hands through the material.
Yeah, just holding like what looks to be the dwarves' dirty laundry.
I just kind of bump into Javid as I'm like drawing on the floor with chalk. Just skew me. You know, just drawing a
Alright.
ritual circle around the.
We need to go in after Demetari and Azrael. Those two have boomshed off, and they could be in trouble. We need to go. Let's see. I've got a bow now.
Oh, yes, it is a vicious bow. A vicious short bow. should have told you. I don't think you need to. I think you do need to attune to it, but that's what it is. And then the other ones are the goggles of. Goggles of Night.
We have 2 of those, right? One for Demetari and
Nope, they
one
only gave
for-
you one.
Okay, so I guess that goes to Briar.
Bro's got the orb. Should go to Dimitar.
Okay, then it can go to Demetari.
We also have a lamp, so it's fine.
Well, the main reason I was thinking Briar is because she does melee.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Me and Briar typically stick together though, and I can give her night vision whenever.
Yeah, I mean, either way. They could also switch it in between them, depending on who needs it.
DM, could we break the goggles in half and just have a monocle of dark vision?
That would, alas, probably not work.
A monocle of dark vision. I like it.
Damn.
Yeah, and each one of you get like 30 feet of dark vision.
When we squint real hard.
But only on the left or right side.
Yeah, it's hard to tell how far away things are. You have no depth or.
Ouch.
All right. So, Javid, what are you doing? You just watched Azrael and Dimitar into some other plane.
All right. Gather up, gang. We need to go and track down Azrael and Demetari. Hold on.
How are we
Everybody grab
getting out?
hands.
How are
We'll
we
figure that
getting
out when we get them.
Why don't you just give me a second to see if I can't crack the crystal from the outside?
Would we be
All right.
cracking it at all if they're in there?
Sorry, say again?
So the journal, did it said it teleported him? Because what I'm looking at is a person. So when Dimitar and Azrael went in, did their entire body disappear, or did they
Oh yeah,
just,
they're
like,
gone. They are fully
sack
gone.
of potatoes hit the ground?
Nope, they're gone.
Okay, yeah, that's not gonna work then. Yeah, I'm with Javid.
We hate parties and such, but I feel like we need somebody to stay so that this go really bad. You
When
know,
they're talking
like,
about this,
I
I
don't
hear
know.
this.
Yeah.
Automatic dip. I'm not going back to hell.
I grab him by his tail, rip him
Oh.
back, and then open hand slap him
Drag
with
him back to hell.
restoration. I just open hand slap him with lesser restoration.
Nice try. That
He
is
just
a
he
nat
just
20
like opens
acrobatics.
open hand bitch slaps you with lesser restoration, and you're just like sober, holding a bunch of dirty laundry.
Oh no, I'm trying to get away from him. That would be a nat 20 acrobatics check.
I'm not grappling you.
All right, he tries to cast lesser restoration on you, and you escape. Scoots right out the door.
Brap.
Well, that solves that.
Well, I guess he's
we're
staying.
going in the dead dude. Yeah, I guess we're going in the dead dude. Let's do this.
Not dead yet. And we have to get our people.
Can we like leave a note for him though? Because I don't know if he's gonna recall any of this.
Gone to the demi-plane. Alaman's on in after us.
Drink some water.
Yeah, maybe some aspirin.
All right. 3, 2, 1, dive.
All right, so the two of you grab the, or three of you, I should say, grab the amulet and say Alamance.
Yes.
Yeah. And I actually have to get going, y'all. It's about 5. I gotta go manage babies.
All right.
Look, I can stay for like 10 minutes.
All right.
In and out.
So-
10-minute adventure.
So, Demetari and Asri, the two of you, no longer in pleasant little room in the dwarven city of Torevir Deep. You suddenly land on your back. The wind knocked out of you, falling a few feet onto the dirt in the center of a dusky glade. Twilight above you through the tree. You hear a strange scraping noise, and as the two of you kind of roll over and look around, you note that you are in the center of a small depression, completely ringed by a dark forest with massive pine trees running off into. In roughly the far end of this small little glade, one of the trees, its roots exposed and kind of snaking their way through the air. Digging in the roots is this massive, hairless bear creature. It seems to be scraping and trying to pull it apart. Another one kind of around the tree, sniffing loudly at the base. The two of them kind of grunting and growling as they dig. The one that is sniffing at the tree, and then it looks towards you, and it starts to let out a bellow. And as you see it, you can see it looks like a bear, but its skin is disgusting. It's like this peeled, matted mess. It's covered in scars and other such things. As the other bear creature kind of turns away from where it was digging, you can see there's this glowing gem set into its chest. The two of them let out a roar, and I need the two of you to roll for initiative.
Do I not get advantage when Romney's not near me?
No, you still have it. There is
Quick
no-
question.
There is
Sorry,
no
go ahead.
range. There is no range on it. It literally just says until the next time. Vigilant Blessing as an action, you give a creature you touch advantage on the next initiative roll the creature makes. This benefit ends immediately after the roll or if you use this feature again.
And I also wanted to ask, does this ping any memories at all? Like this type of like, undead bear gem glowing thing?
Probably not. It looks really weird. Did you guys roll for initiative?
Yeah, I see it in the tractor. Demetari had 15 and I had 11.
I didn't hear him.
Do you guys not see it?
I see it.
Oh, yeah, we see it.
All right, Demetari, it's your turn.
Fireball.
All right.
I see that you have bears. Bang. Blows up a zip code.
Well, to be fair, they kind of don't look friendly. Or maybe these are the things that are like keeping him trapped.
All right. The fireball engulfs the two of them. They're both like burned. But you can tell that they are very resistant to magical damage.
Interesting. Crap.
Well,
Okay.
because I'm not stupid, I will be moving backwards now. And I'm done.
So the top bear is the one that is watching you. The other one looks like it's about to go back and start digging at the tree some more.
Okay, so when you say watching, because I thought they were about to attack us, does it look
The top
like
one
he's
is
gonna-
definitely about to attack you.
Okay,
The other
so
one
it's-
does not look like he's about to attack you.
Okay. And so I was able to tell from that fireball that they're resistant to magic, so therefore my fist might not.
It just seems like they were less affected by it than you would have thought.
Okay, by her fireball, but I don't know if it's magic or fire.
One or the other.
Okay. I guess I can try. I'm gonna walk up to this one, and I'm gonna hit it with my scythe, and then with my other attack, I'm gonna hit it with my fist, just to kind of see, kind of the reaction. My scythe is not magical, but my fist is, just to kind of see what happens. And for
Alright.
damage, my scythe is piercing.
Your side?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. The bear kind of like stands up. Your side just like jabs towards it. And then your fist catches it. Its body is very tough. But it's like it hurts it.
So my fist does seem effective.
Yeah.
Okay, well, they're great. Then I'm just gonna keep hitting it.
You just didn't hit it with the side, so you're not sure if that did anything or not.
Okay. Well, the way my character works, I have to do unarmed the rest of the time. So I'll do my Fury of Blows and then do 2 unarmed attack.
Alright. Those all hit for a total of 32.
Does it seem hurt? Like,
It seems
significantly?
injured. You can see
Okay.
you've like split part of its flesh, and it's not made of meat. It's this like gross black maggots that are like kind of swirling underneath its skin.
Can I try to grab the gem?
The gem
Or-
is in the chest of the other one. The
Oh,
one
the
that
other one.
is.
Okay. Alright, well, I mean, that's my turn then.
It is going to attack.
My AC is 19 right now.
Its jaw lunges towards you, like snapping in the air next to your chest. Its claws kind of swing down towards you. One of them just like takes a gouge out of the earth. But one of them scrapes your thigh, and you take 9 slashing damage and 10 force damage. Alright. And I need everyone else, with the exception of... You appear out of thin air, slamming onto the ground, prone in the center of the circle. I need each of you to roll for initiative. Alright. Javid's turn.
From the assessment of what's going on, I think it would just stop the big naked mange bear. So nope.
You're attacking the one that's fighting Azrael or the other one?
Yeah, the one fighting Azrael, and
Okay.
the target, wasn't that just T?
That's a Pathfinder thing. It won't work in this.
Oh. I get confused. So I'm gonna wind up and try to puncture it. What am I thinking? I need to do Hunter's Mark. I need Hunter's Mark on it. And then
All right. Your arrow pierces it. Are you using the longbow or using the... They gave you a short bow.
You gave me a short bow. I still have a long bow, and my quick handling of the short bow tells me that I do more damage with the long bow.
It's a vicious short bow, though.
Yeah, I think you would do more damage with the short bow.
Vicious short bow only does anything special if I roll a 20, and otherwise does 1d6 plus 4. The longbow does 1d8 plus 4.
Yeah, but so creatures that are resistant to magical damage or to mundane damage, you would do a ton more with the magical weapon.
We'll see if they're resistant. Yeah, I'm still reading this as.
I mean, a short bow's a d6 and a long bow's a d8. So,
Yeah.
That's the difference.
And one's magic and one's mundane. If they are not resistant to mundane piercing damage, then the longbow does more damage.
Sure. Alright, well, it does hit and it deals 8.
All right. And I'll.
Alright. You are prone, so what do you want to do with that?
I'll get to that. I'm going to shoot it a second time.
Alright. That'll 4 or 5.
And I will use my Dread Ambusher feat to shoot it a third time.
They've already gone.
Yep.
Who have?
The bear.
They've gone.
What?
The bear is gone.
Yeah, so you're not really ambushing them. They're already, you guys are already...
At the start of your first turn of each combat, blah de blah, if you take an attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action.
Okay.
So it's not that anybody else has done, it's my turn.
Got it. And 28. All right, the first
And-
bear is looking pretty injured.
And with that, let's see, you said I was prone. I'm going
Yes.
to stand up for half my speed. My speed at the first round is 25. Oh, sorry, 50.
So you can move 25 feet.
That's really kind of messed up.
That's Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition for you.
I'm gonna
Standing
get
up
out
from
of the way
prone is
and,
half your movement. And it doesn't care how fast you move. It's just half. If this were Pathfinder, it would be a certain amount of feet, which it becomes less debilitating the faster you get. But anyway.
We have a while before we'll be playing Pathfinder.
Yeah. Amber's turn, or no, sorry, Briar's turn.
Hey. So I actually have to go. Snow, you still there? Is Snow
He
around?
is, but he's not listening.
I'm here.
That's fine. Do you want to drive me? Because I have to go.
Here.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Emily. Have fun.
All right, Briar, what are you doing?
All right. The bears are right in front.
Yep. Can you not see it?
I can see it now. Can't move her or anything. Well, she's gonna go into a rage and attack the shit out of it.
She's got 40 feet of movement, right?
Yeah, she
I'm
does.
trying to
I don't
pull
think
up
she
her
can get
phone
far
now.
enough. She can only move 20 feet.
You can throw a javelin,
Sure.
and she can still rage.
Yeah. Mark rage on here.
I think you gotta click the little red B in the top right. You can set it to rage. You kind of like grab your javelin and you just hurl it past the bear, and it just like slides out of the way and then rears up for another attack.
You get a second one? Sorry, I'm trying to.
Yeah, she does
gets
get a
two
second one.
attacks.
Oh yeah. Another javelin, I guess.
All right, that one unfortunately also misses. And it would be Dotari's turn.
Okay, so I understand the resistance to magic, but I don't know if this counts. But I was gonna try to banish the one that was trying to fight everyone. I don't know if that's like. I mean, it's magic, but it's not attack magic. I don't know how this works.
Seems to be magic itself, not magical weapons. Because my fist didn't seem to take like it didn't have less damage, which means magical weapons it's not resistant to, but magical attacks, so such as spells.
Okay, you know what? I'm useless in this situation. Mind Link. I'm just gonna be like, run away, or my friends are going to kill you.
So what are you casting?
I'm just using Mind Link as an action. Hopefully
Trying
they
to-
understand the language. I don't know.
You can try an intimidation check. What language are you speaking?
I don't have to speak as long as they understand a language. I can Mind Link with them.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check. It seems like it understands you, and it does not care.
Okay, cool. That's I can't. I'm kind of useless here, so.
I mean, you can still attack them with, like, cantrips and stuff, but they are. It seems like they might be resistant to various spells.
Okay.
They're not
so
immune.
You said magic
They
as a
still
whole.
took damage when you fireballed them. They still took damage.
Okay, all right. Well, means I didn't get a response. Would that count as my action?
I mean, you can. You can. If you want to use spells, you can use spells.
All right. I guess I'll just firebolt that dude.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. Alright. Man, that was a pretty low roll for a 2d10.
Sure was. Thanks for noticing.
Oof. Oof. Alright. Is that the end of your turn? Would you like to move?
I'm okay where I'm at.
This is the rough shape of the depression that you guys. So the edge of this green is where the trees start. Romney's turn.
All right, I stand up. I move my 10 feet because I got little legs.
I got little legs.
I assume they look undead-ish. You said like maggots and stuff are coming out of their bodies?
I mean, kind of. They look more like. I think you would say they look more like aberrations or monstrosities.
Okay, less undeady.
Yeah, not really. They don't look like real creatures. They look like monsters that were created by magic. They just happen to have the shape of a bear.
I look at the one everybody's not attacking, and I say, "Get the hell out of here!" And I cast Dispel Magic.
I need you to roll for that.
I'm trying to read what I'm supposed to roll.
Also, I think you would know that Dispel Magic only really works on spells. It's not going to work on creatures that were created by magic.
Choose one creature,
dispel
object, or magical
items?
effect within range.
So, like, if there was a magic item that was powering,
So yeah, Dispel Magic turns off spells and magic items. It's not going to
It's got
just...
a gem in its chest, doesn't it?
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if that item is magical, can it turn that off?
I mean, maybe.
All right, you convinced me. I'll change tactics.
Only one of the bears has a gem in its chest, so
Okay.
to give you an idea of the relevance.
Well, then I'll still use a 3rd level spell slot, and I'll just cast Spiritual Weapon at 3rd level. Why? I miss.
15 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Whoa.
Which one are you attacking?
The same one everybody's beating on. I think I'm supposed to get another D8 with that.
Yeah, you are. If you cast it with you said you used a 3rd level spell slot. It should be
Yeah,
2d8.
I read it wrong. It's every 2 spell slots above 2nd. I'd have to cast it at 4th in order to get an extra D8.
No. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 3rd level or higher, it increases by. Oh, sure, I guess.
Yeah,
That's kind of weird wording.
It is a weird wording. Okay. There you go.
Alright. Azrael's turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it again. I guess I'll try my side just to see if it does anything, and then my fist again. So do I notice my side doing any more damage or less damage than it should?
That's a normal amount of damage.
Okay, same with my fist.
Yep. And they both hit.
Then I'm gonna do another key point and Fury of Blows and do 2 unarmed strikes to see if I can kill this sucker.
Alright, and those both hit for 17 damage.
Ooh, I like that, how it like disappeared and the little blood spot was left. That was cool.
That's annoying. I can't mark it as dead. I do not like that. I do not like that the D&D thing does not recognize that all monsters of the same type have to go in the same initiative. If one of them dies, it's like, okay, they're all dead.
Do you think the Pathfinder is much better build out?
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so that's my turn. Has the other one, like, did it return to digging? Like, is
Yeah, it spent the
possible
turn
at all?
digging.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I move away if it does anything.
It does seem to have noticed. The other bear, made of maggots, falls dead. On the other one, kind of like rears its head up, and as you step back, it's gonna swipe at you.
Okay.
Its teeth snap at the air where you were standing just a second ago.
So does it look hostile now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And on its turn, it is going to kind of slide forward, give a bellow, and then move towards the rest of you. It's going to attack Rom, because you're the closest one to it. Teeth and claws just like barrels towards you. This is a huge bear-like creature. Your AC is
18.
18. Alright. The teeth, you're able to kind of like duck out of the way and it just snaps the air where your head was a second ago. But both sets of claws like dig into you, kind of slapping you around. The first set hits you for 16 damage. The second one, it just is like straight into your chest, hitting you as hard as it can. It is a critical hit for a total of 24 damage. So that would be 40 damage, I just tell you.
Okay.
Javid's turn.
Javid's going to transfer Hunter's Mark to the other one as a bonus action. And this time using Sharpshooter, shoot at the bear.
That it.
And Adding Hunter's Mark. And then take a second shot.
That misses. It flies wide over the bear as it is just like mauling Romney.
All right. That's my turn.
Alright. It's Briar's turn. She's in melee range, and she is pretty much flanking it.
Yeah, so I can't do rage or anything. I can roll off of her stuff, but that's it. Off her sheet. D&D Beyond wouldn't let me change it.
I mean, it's not D&D Beyond, it's the Beyond 20 edition thing.
Yeah, no, I was on there. It's not there for me.
Alright, 15 damage. And that is it. And go ahead and roll her second attack. Nice. Another 17. You're just like cleaving chunks of meat out of this strange bear-like creature. That would probably be the end of her turn. Demetari, it's your turn. Your firebolt just explodes harmlessly off of the beast. It seems like you just grazed him. Plus, you kind of already singed him with your fireball. What else would you like?
I feel like I'm safe here, so you know, I'm gonna hang out.
All right. Romney's turn. What's Romney doing?
Alright, I'm gonna move my spiritual weapon up to the one that's in my face.
All right. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Okay.
Check your breakfast.
I'm having a roll on my phone right now, so probably won't show up in Forge.
I see you rolled a 29 to hit and a 13 for damage.
Yep.
Is that radiant damage?
Yes.
Okay. It seems to not harm this creature as much as you would think.
Okay, so that was my bonus
Great.
action.
Interesting.
So for my main action, I'm gonna whack it with my sensor.
All right.
19 to hit.
That hit. for 7 damage.
And then 1, 2. And then 9 is radiant damage.
All right. You whack it. The creature lets out another bellow, and it looks like it's about to attack you. Ezreal's turn.
If I move here, am I flanking with Romney?
Sure. Actually, no. Yeah, you'd have to move the other side. There you go. Sure, you're flanking with him.
All right. I mean, I can just kind of skirt around and melee with him. So, I'm gonna do that, and then I'll start with my Sai, and then I'll. And then if he's still not dead, I'll use another key point and do Fury of Blows and continue to hit him.
It is still standing. Those both for 20 damage. It is near death. You can see piles of maggots falling off of it. But unfortunately, the creature is still standing.
Somebody finish this thing off! And then that's the end of my turn.
Okay. It is going to attack. It's going to attack Briar. Because she actually did the most damage. Alright, so a bite and a claws hit, and the bite deals a total of 23 damage for piercing, so that would be 11 damage plus 14, so a total of 25 damage to Briar.
Can change hit points.
That's fine, I just did it. And then the claws would hit for 10 damage. And that is the end of the creature's turn. Javid's turn.
Okay. Javid will try to stop this bear that seems like it's doing bad things.
A miss.
Yep.
The bear's busy mauling Briar. It's like batting her around in its claws. Go ahead and try again. That hits. Your arrow pierces the bear, kills, and it falls dead in the glade. Hold on, I gotta go check something. There's some slamming noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it goes on a long time. Yeah. I'm hoping that maybe he gets off, maybe we can play a game or something.
All right, I'm back.
You're cold.
The last of the bears falls silent in just a pile of these writhing maggots. They begin to burrow into the earth and eventually disappear, leaving behind no trace but an oily sheen.
What about the crystal that was in the other one's chest?
The crystal is lying on the ground in the dirt.
Does it resemble the crystal that was in the on the
It does, but much
room,
smaller,
which is
or I should say, not quite the same shape. Similar color, similar faceting, but not quite the same shape.
similar but not the same? Yeah.
Yes.
This place that we're in, does this look like the material plane, or does it have some other feeling?
It has kind of this strange sense to the air. Briar would recognize it as very similar to the Feywild. It feels as though the very air itself is magical.
He conveys that.
Does anyone have a way to check the qualities of this gem to see if it's related to the this demi-plane we find ourselves on?
I mean, I can do an arcana check. That's kind of the
Maybe you and Briar together?
yeah.
Get some identifying stuff like that.
I
Adventurers
have
need to
a so
identify.
I would need a pearl, and I don't have one of those. But if I spend like, you know, an hour with it, maybe I can tell what it is.
Yeah, let's keep looking. The bear was trying to dig into what you say a rotten tree stump.
It is the roots of a tree.
And the hole that it was digging in, does it look like something there, like you know,
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
honey or beehive or?
Briar's going to use magic awareness on the gem.
He runs the game.
She can tell that it. Oh. She can tell that it is magical.
Can you
That
tell what
is-
type of
What
magic?
school of magic?
That only works on spells.
Starts at 3. So sometimes it is like
Can I do
Wow.
an arcana check on it? Can I just look at it, like see if it's like kind of speaks to me in any way?
I mean, yeah, you can try.
Well, somebody's already left the game. I guess.
And maybe my symbiotic being has some feelings about it.
All right. As you are inspecting it, you kind of tap into the knowledge of your symbiote. You can tell that it is likely a piece, not the whole, of some kind of a control gem, and it is likely what is creating this demi-plane that you find yourselves within.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Javid, you can tell that underneath these roots, there's some kind of gaps, empty spaces down there, but you're not really sure what the strange bears were trying to get out of it.
Oh, probably could, but it's you know, okay, we'll do it.
So we're in like kind of a clearing.
Yep.
Are the trees so thick we can't really see through them?
You can see out, but it's just darkness. You can make a perception check, try to see what's beyond.
Good streaming services. Oh, God. We have 2 minutes. Oh, really? Yeah, are you interested in something?
It is just this like dark, kind of misty forest beyond the edges of this glade.
Yes. We have to.
There do not appear to be any other creatures or notable physical things beyond the edge. It is just this like dense black forest.
Is Romney with us?
Yeah, Romney's here.
Can he try to talk to the guy? The mage, the mine that we're in?
Yeah, or I know it's a real because
he'd be on this plane, right?
Don't just watch TV, just watch.
No, the plane doesn't matter.
I thought for sending you have like a 5% chance that they're on a different plane that you can't talk to them.
I have a 5% chance that it doesn't arrive.
I'll see Google Feed.
So, I mean, could you try to talk to him?
Should be watching that.
Yeah, I can.
I need to write it down.
What are we trying to find out?
Where the hell he is?
Alright, I'll cast Sending to the guy.
All right.
While you're doing that, I'm going to try to pursue what the bear was digging down between the roots of the tree to see what's below.
Okay, GB, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check.
My intention was to send out as many as I did last year.
If you fall down that hole, from now on, I will be calling you Alice.
Always postcards and the Christmas postcard.
Ooh.
Anyway, I lost
Yep.
energy.
Ronnie, what do you say?
Yo,
Yes.
where are you? We are in this stupid demi-plane to come get you because we need you to get us somewhere quick. That's what I said.
All right, there's no response.
Just trying to remember. Yeah, remember.
Does it feel like it connects?
One of the first ones we got.
Not really.
And then we just got Kate's.
You're unsure.
Well, that's a watch. He didn't respond, and I don't know if it got to him.
Okay, here it is. Here's the.
So he might
hours
not
there.
be here?
Wednesday.
That's not what it felt like. It just felt like it didn't get to him.
It answers the question. We're not open on Sundays. I thought they were.
All right.
Oh.
Javid is busy trying to squeeze himself into the roots and get underneath there. What do the rest of you guys do?
I just want to look around. Do I see any kind of, I don't know, life, like activity, footprints, anything like that? Anything that says we're not the only ones here?
Nope. Actually, give me a survival check.
We'll be there January 11th to talk about our
Nope.
letters on the autonomy project.
Does this place I'm trying to squeeze through seem like difficult terrain caused by plant growth?
I mean, sure, I guess. You're trying to like crawl through roots that are too small for you to get through.
All right. Then I want to cast
Fire small.
Speak with Plants. And
Okay.
I want to talk to this tree and say, open up your roots and let me through.
All right. The roots shift and separate, allowing you to drop down a few feet into an open space that extends a little bit underneath the trunk of the tree. The roots shift a little bit more, allowing you light, and you can see tucked up in the far corner of this small little unnatural cave is a dwarf wearing the same outfit as the dwarf you had seen outside. He is unconscious. Dangling from his neck is a familiar necklace, however there is no gem set within it.
The gem from the bear.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'll
Slap this gem in there.
do that. Toss me the gem. Slap the gem in the. See if it activates the the necklace?
The gem fits neatly into a third of the allotted space for it. You can tell that there is a little bit more missing. As soon as you do so, the dwarf kind of begins to stir and shake a little bit. He kind of reaches up, rubs his eyes, kind of looks up at you. What are you doing here? Who are you?
You're Gramus. You're a deep mage, and we need your help. We've come to rescue you. And so come with us. Is there anything else in this space? Is it just a hole under the tree?
Yeah, it's just a hole under the tree. He looks a lot healthier than the one that you had seen outside of the real one. He looks pretty much normal, chubby-cheeked little dwarf.
Are you suffering from any conditions of impairment?
I can't cast spells. I lost the gems. I can't get out.
There's more than one gem. All right.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
know
guessing 2 more.
where they are and how we can get them so we can get out of here?
Asriel, as soon as you're kind of looking around the edge of the circle, you suddenly note that there is a path between the trees. It wasn't there a second ago. And it leads off into the darkness and the mist.
And that happened
Oh,
around the same time the gem went in.
Yep, as soon as you saw them toss the gem down, and a couple moments later you looked over and suddenly there was a path. The trees kind of seemed to separate, guiding you into the darkness.
I'm gonna call that out and be like, hey guys, there's a path that just appeared here.
Let me see. I'll see what's going on.
Gramus, I'm going to help you
Gorant.
up. And
The name's Gorant.
Gorance, thank you. I'm sorry. Yeah. Come with us, please, and we can help each other out.
I can't really walk. I lost all my...
Can you walk without gems?
No, this is the only safe place for it. The monsters will get...
Let's see if we can find your gems together, shall we? Come with us and we'll find those gems, and unless this hole under the tree stump is your safe place.
It's the only place I'm safe.
You wouldn't be safer with us?
No.
How will we recognize your gems other than just that they're gems, and when we find them we'll know that they're gems?
This is what the control gem looks like, and he kind of flashes the necklace.
And there's a control gem and then 2 more.
But these are the pieces of the control gem.
Oh.
I can't do anything without...
Why don't you let me help you up and yeah, you don't want to stay under this tree. It's a grotty old hole in the ground.
No, it's the only place I'm safe. And he kind of slaps your hand away and kind of crawls a little bit back into the corner, and you watch as the roots grow in and start covering him up.
Okay, well, I've still got speak with plants up. I'm going to ask the tree if it will protect my little dwarf friend here, keep him safe from all attack, foreign and domestic.
The tree agrees to your request and you watch as like the roots kind of grow around him, creating this little dense little shell.
And also let me in when I come back.
The tree doesn't respond. It's sheltering him.
Come on, tree. Work with me here.
All right. Snow, you have been hiding in the corner of this mage house for a while, probably about 4 or 5 hours. You've begun to sober up.
Bad trip, man.
It definitely was kind of freaky. You recognize that you're in some kind of mage's home. You're not really sure what else is going on here.
All right. Oh, I guess I'll stumble up to the bedroom. Last time I remember
Kind of.
seeing people.
Yeah, you kind of stumble back out and wander in there. There's a couple of dwarves just kind of standing around. They watch you come in. They're like, "Oh, were you with these guys? The ones who went in the gym?"
Here's the weed. It's just.
Well, is there an elf, a little flying thing, a short little stout drunk guy,
Yeah,
someone
pretty
who
much.
talked about dead bodies, and then a very unpleasant woman?
Yeah, exactly, actually.
Just gonna rub my temples and like, yep, I'm with them. Where are they? You said they're in the gym?
Yeah,
How do they get in the gym?
well, they touched it and they said Alamance, and they went in. They were gone.
All right. I'm gonna pick up the gym. Say Alamance.
Alright, so you can't remove it from the dwarf's chest, but you can touch it and say Alamance. And with a p. The rest of you, as you've only been here for a few brief moments, suddenly snow appears out of nowhere, landing prone in the center of the circle.
Glad you could join us.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Romney's just got some strong shit.
Yeah,
You're
you
welcome.
did. All right. We gotta find some gems to get back and to be able to travel.
Am I the only one smacked up, by the way?
Yeah.
No, Briar took a hit.
Might be something.
I mean, I took a little bit of a hit too, so
Okay. So, because we don't
we-
really have that much time, everybody staying close. Do. So, 10d4. Yeah.
On the list, so I probably could say it.
They got stuck in the corner of the screen. I'm waiting for it to figure it out. Everybody gets 24 hit points.
Just 24 of healing or 24 temporary HP.
No, that's straight healing. No, not temporary. I activated the devotee sensor, so all the smoke starts pouring out. Gets a real thick cherry scent in the air, and anybody within 10 feet of me
I
gets
just love
that.
I love the fact that
Takes about a minute.
getting people to think about things. Yeah,
Okay.
to others.
Let's take a minute to for that, and then let's go looking for gems.
there's this path that appeared.
Let's go looking for gems on this path.
Tally ho.
Alright, as you begin to walk down the path, I think this is a good spot to stop.
Damn it. Doesn't it seem too easy for you? Like, this is suspicious. It's a little too, like, a path literally lays itself out. Like, I just feel like something's gonna happen.
Well, yes, obviously it's not safe, but you know, that's the point.
Interesting things are there.
Like, what would lead us to the gym? Like, what would just carve a path for us?
Well, they threw down the other gem.
Telling mirrors, yeah. One goal. Yes. There's these three possibilities for it.
Either way, this was a good session. Sorry I talked over everybody so much. I was
No.
excited.
You definitely did not talk over.
All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun.
No, this is
Yeah.
awesome. Thank you. No,
Thanks,
it's
man.
interesting. All the little tidbits. This was more of a kind of finding out information type session. So
Fucking yeehaw Feywild time slips. We're gonna be in here
yeah,
for like an hour, and it's gonna be like
I know, like
years on the
4
outside.
months or something
Yeah.
like that.
20 years
Breaking
past.
Bad. It's gonna be a whole thing.
All right. Well, I will see you guys in 2 weeks because next weekend we will not play.
Is that's your discharging, right? Like that's your
Yeah, next
separation.
weekend I get out and we will be
Son of
doing
a
some
bitch.
stuff.
Awesome.
So I'll see you guys
There's
in
going to
2
be
weeks.
extras in
Congrats.
in
You
a
have
film
to
sheet.
you should text, like, when you like get your like final like I'm out, I'm done paperwork, you should let
I
us know.
will let you guys know. We'll be doing a short film next week. We're gonna be extras in it, so that sounds fun. All
Awesome.
right.
That's
I'll
awesome.
I'll see you guys later.
All right, bye.
All right, later.